from Twitter saying that Mike Tyson knows the Earth is flat. Question him, you're on your back.
All right, just type in "fight the flat Earth" and go today, and for some reason that comes up a bunch.
Yeah, I see a Twitter feed or Twitter post from somebody else saying Mike Tyson knows the Earth is flat. Question him, you're on your back.
All right, well, guys, we're live. As always, I don't like to plan my openings up. I just like to go at it, and today we just went at it. So you heard us talking about Mike Tyson being a flat earther, guys. I hope that ain't real. What did you find out, Sean?
So far nothing conclusive, at least on my end. The only thing I see with Mike Tyson being a flat Earth is literally a hashtag that says Mike Tyson knows the Earth is flat. Question him, you're on your back. And this was not posted by Mike Tyson.
Well, let me show you my screen and see what I've got. Excuse me. I've got a frog. I've been a bit under the weather, so I've got a frog in my throat. I do apologize.
Soul Survivor says Team Skeptics is always going live mid-sentence. Yes, absolutely. That's how we do it, man. I picked that up from watching Joe Rogan when I first got onto YouTube. They never planned out. They always have like this conversation. I always thought it was really interesting that they had a conversation at the beginning of the stream that kind of led into their conversation piece. So I said, you know what? I like that. We're going to do it every time. I'm not even going to tell the panel when we're actually going live because we just go live. So Soul
Second thing I see about Mike Tyson is the official Flat Earth Facebook group saying first boxer Carl Frank and now Mike Tyson come out in favor of Flat Earth. And this is just part of that Facebook group. It's not, again, not by Mike Tyson. I'm not seeing anything from Mike Tyson's mouth saying the Earth is flat.
If you look on my screen now, this where he was on a radio show and he started talking about it and he was saying that there is evidence for it and stuff.
Well, I would like to agree with Jim Adams. I'd politely agree with Mike Tyson face to face. I'd definitely be like, yo, you're stupid. You're a fucking idiot, dude. He'd be like, pow! Like, okay, that was the last time I called somebody a fucking idiot.
Yeah, there would be a ding involved.
Right?
It'd be the bell ringing in your ear.
I was about to say the dinging that goes on for days in my head. Yeah. What's up, B-Ball for Life? What's up, Robert Legere? Let's go through the chat. Mandelbrot said, how you doing, sir? Soul Survivor, we've already called out one of your super chats. How you doing? Solar DNA. Sean has been joining Craig and Team Skeptic a lot lately, and it's awesome. Couldn't fucking agree with you more there, Solar DNA. That dude's a beast. So, the voice.
Yes,
let's see.
Yes, I am.
B-Ball for Life says, Mike Tyson is not a flat earther. He was just talking shit. Let's see.
I hope that's the case.
Is it cherry picking then?
Yes, so that goes back to your flat Earth research then, I guess. The words Mike Tyson and flat Earth come up, and therefore he is a flat earther.
Right.
I've got flat earther in my title. Does that make me a flat earther?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
NANA says, what's up, C4? How you doing? C4 says, look at my meat tubes. So everybody, meat tube him up, please.
Look very hard at those meat tubes. That is the only place they exist.
They also exist in Team Said.
What's up, Bullionator? Hey, let me send him an invite. Let's see.
I think I'm going to email Taco Bell and get their official statement on this whole meat tube thing.
They'll lie to you. Hold on. Hey, Bullionator, check your Discord, Bullionator. I'm about to send you an invite.
It's a closer guarded secret than Flat Earth.
Yes.
All right, so we have a good show for you guys tonight. We're going to make it all up as we go along, but I'm predicting that it's going to be fucking good because it's always good.
But those are your best shows, man.
I know they are, really, and yeah. I really enjoy this. A couple of things I want to go over real quick, and I'm going to go full screen for one moment while I do this, while I talk to these guys. Okay. A couple of things. A couple of things. Yes, it was either yesterday or the day before. I kind of I'm not gonna say I ranted on my community post. I kind of just apologized on my community post because I was I'm getting frustrated with flat earthers. A lot of y'all can feel this frustration.
Understandable.
And 33UC really pushed me over the edge. And it's not that I don't value their opinions, okay? Because I want to know other people's opinions. It's the whole reason we're in here. We're in here for conversation. That's why we have them on. But there's a point at which we're either, are we really trying to have the conversation with them, or are we trying to give them a platform to just spew their nonsense? With 33UC, he didn't have a conversation with us about the flat earth. He had a conversation with the audience about the number 33 and its significance and conspiracies and whatnot, but that wasn't directed at me or Fight the Flat Earth. In fact, I was only the moderator. It was really supposed to be him and Fight the Flat Earth. So I felt like, what's 33UC really going to do? You know, let's say that he doesn't get that platform to spew his bullshit. Who's he going to spew it to? He can do a live stream. How many people are going to show up? Hell, Russian Vids could do a live stream. How many people are going to show up? So they're using us. In my opinion, that was the first time I really felt like it was so evident that you couldn't just give that person the benefit of the doubt. 33UC used us. And when he did that, I got pissed. And that frustration flowed over into the next two nights. It flew over into the Hip Hop Hippie live stream. Again, Hip Hop Hippie we give him 10 minutes to present evidence for the flat earth, and he takes a minute and 20 seconds to say it looks flat. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? That kind of pushed me over. And then, I guess it wasn't last night, it was the night before. Howard, I think it was Howard. Was it Howard or Harold?
Yeah,
Harold.
yeah, Howard.
Oh, it was Howard. I'm sorry.
Howard,
My apologies.
Howard George Stirrup.
Howard got on there. He seemed like a pretty decent dude, but he did the same thing that everybody does. You know, we asked him to present evidence. He holds up a model, sets it down, and that's the last time he picks it up until the end of the show. There wasn't nothing about the model. It wasn't about any evidence to produce. It was all about them taking advantage of people like myself and Fight the Flat Earth to get a chance to speak to people that they would never speak to with their own devices. You know what I'm saying? Like the way their channels are designed and whatnot.
Skeptic, you might take this the wrong way.
Okay.
But as far as 33 is concerned, the second time he made an appearance, I was hugely objectionable about that whole appearance, because I was saying he just is doing the same thing he always does. He's going to say, nuh-uh, preach for a while, and just be here so you guys can give him someplace to speak publicly.
Yep.
You were platforming him, and I called that out on his second appearance. I said the same thing on his third, but like lesson learned. So yeah. I'm not going to say, I'm going to be very, very self-contradictory here. I'm not going to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Well, I didn't, the other guys were the ones that I was most concerned to have the conversation with. Up until recently, Hip Hop Hippie seemed like the type of person that was at least trying to understand. Whether he was right or wrong, it doesn't matter. He was trying to understand, or at least feigning the attempt of trying to understand. So there's that. But 33UC, like before any of it ever even started, I knew that 33UC, I didn't even want to be a part of that with him, because I know what he's all about. He's not about providing any evidence. He's all about the number 33, which is a base 10 number, and it's an adjective to describe a well-defined set. Okay? That's it. It doesn't matter. We can change it to base 8, it's a whole different number. We can change it to base 6, it's an even different number. We can go binary on them. Guess what? It's a whole different number. But I really felt like he was trying to take advantage of us. And it pushed me over the edge, guys, and I lost my temper, and I felt, going back and listening to it, that I took away from the show instead of added to it. A lot of people said, don't worry about it, whatnot, but I just want everybody to know.
You heard my critique at the end of that, and you know how hard I am on moderators, and I actually agreed with what you did, because, again, 33 does nothing to the conversation. He just wants to talk and talk and talk, and never entertain any other position.
Well, let me get to the super chats. We have 2 of them so far. Earth is seriously flat. Mike Tyson is an amazing globe zombie slayer. And then, again, $2 from Earth is seriously flat. Destruction of the globe zombies, animal mind. Viva Flat Earth. Okay, great. Thank you for your super chats. I appreciate it. John Rapp, $5 Australian. We call it Bit of a Mongrel. You spoke my mind a little bit more kindly, though. Good on you, mate. I'll try it again.
You're getting there.
I'm almost there,
practice,
guys. All right. So
you don't want to pronounce good as good. It's good on you, mate.
Good on you, mate. Oh, I
There you
did
go.
it! I did it! I didn't even realize I did it, but yes. I practice these things at home,
You
guys.
totally skip the O's.
That helps me out, actually. So yeah, I feel for everybody that had to go through that, not because of what I put you through, but because you had to go through the same things I went through, and obviously y'all saw how frustrated it made me. But
Yeah.
let's see. Oh wait, Bullionator, did you check? Oh shit! You know what I didn't do?
He said he's on mobile, otherwise he would join.
Okay, well that's fine because I didn't unmute him anyway. So, if you do join, hey, Bullionator, I will have the link open for you the whole time. So if you want to join later, just go ahead and join on the thing. Let's see, Team Skeptic, Todd Le Tornado, I like that. One of you guys need to debate red pill or red po philosophy. Yeah.
He won't respond to my messages.
I think he avoids the more intelligent non-flat earthers.
Okay.
And I really do feel like he does that because he speaks a lot of technical talk that a person who's knowledgeable can easily say, no, that's not right. Someone who's not knowledgeable about it will go, I don't know. You know, I need to look into that. And so as far as debating him, again, guys, I'm about done with these debates unless it's going to be a young earth creationist or global warming denier, anti-vaxxer. I'll debate those people because they have actual points they're going to make and bring up points that I can address and debunk. But you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, Henry.
Soda DNA says debate the Stranger Things girl. We were talking about just before we went live that there's been a couple of high-profile celebrities talking about Flat Earth recently, and Bobby, whatever her name is, did a live stream saying, "Oh yeah, there's so much evidence that the Earth is flat, guys. You need to look at it." But even in the live stream she was doing, you could see that her live chat was like, "No, don't be an idiot." I'm gonna find it hard to watch Stranger Things now without going, "She's a fucking moron."
Yeah, she's a fucking idiot. $2 from Henry Hootinen. All is forgiven, Team Skeptic. Well, thank you. I appreciate your forgiveness. But I'm going to try to hold my cool a little bit better when it comes to dealing with those idiots.
Well, I'd like to weigh in on the whole red pill guy. I've never watched a video of his until Simon Dan covered him in his last video. Not the one from today, but from Tuesday.
Yeah.
So there was a comment saying that red pill was live, responding to Dan's video. Well, I didn't get to see Dan's video until like 5 hours after it was up, so I went and saw the replay of Red Pill's call out for Globers to debate him. Red Pill's version of debating is for people to go to his live streams, stay in the chat, and debate him that way. And it's really interesting because there was a guy named Darth Vader who was trying to give him debating material that he would misquote, misconstrue, and then make straw man arguments off of what Darth Vader sort of said.
So he wants to debate people that are in the chat?
Yes, he doesn't want to debate them live.
Yeah, but only via the chat.
Why?
Because he's a pussy.
Why even do that?
He's a
but
tool.
why? Yeah, okay. Well, that makes a lot more sense there. $5. Hold on, let me get this pulled up right so I can see this.
Yes, Mr. High IQ Research. I called you a pussy.
Yeah, he is a pussy. He says he won't debate me because I like to have moderators, but if you have a debate, then you're kind of supposed to have moderators. But I've told him, fine, I'll just debate you one-on-one, just you and me, and then he stopped responding.
Pussy. All right.
Yeah.
Let me get back down here to these last super chats. I did something stupid. Oh, there it is. Okay.
And people are calling me Sam Elliott.
He says, Frowning Joker. Good. Hey, this is a great question. Frowning Joker for £5. If you're so annoyed with flat earthers, how are you going to move your channel forward? Well, moving forward, we'll still be addressing flat earth videos. The flat earthers themselves, I'm just not going to give them a platform anymore to speak on my channel. Not unless they can have a very specific topic they want to talk about and bring it to my attention ahead of time, and then I'll, if it sounds like something
you and I were
guys will
talking
enjoy.
about prerequisites for it, right? We were saying about what the prerequisites for a debate with a flat earther should be, that they should be able to say, right, I'm going to bring this evidence that we're going to discuss, rather than them just turning up and going, the Earth's flat because it looks flat and I can't feel it moving.
Or the Earth's flat
and
because
then just ignoring all the evidence you give. I mean, do you remember Hip Hop Hippie's rebuttal to my, well, pendulums drift and you can use the drift to calculate your latitude, you know, in accordance to the North or Southern Hemisphere? And his response was, yeah, that doesn't prove it's spinning. Well,
all right, then we have...
That's exactly evidence of it spinning.
Then we have Flatten Destruction with $2. Oh, wait, hold on. Before we get to you, Flatten, let me finish answering Frowning Joker. I still plan on addressing Flat Earth videos. There's not a lot of good ones coming out. I don't know if you guys... I don't know what your level of interaction are with Flat Earthers, right? My interaction is that I have to watch their videos to find videos to debunk. So I'm constantly watching Flat Earth videos. There's not a lot of good ones out there right now. It's becoming... And when I say good ones, I mean good videos to debunk. Like, good videos that actually make claims, that are not 2.5 minutes long, where you're like, oh, that's it? Okay, we're done. But also that aren't 3 hours long, where we're sitting around waiting for hours and hours and hours to try to get to the end of a video, or having to watch it to like, you know, find a good spot to debunk, or find good topics to debunk, or statements. Like, what if I watch a video for 3 hours and I decide that there's nothing in that video that's worth my time? Well, I've just wasted 3 hours of my life.
If you'd like to have the voice of experience here, since I've been dealing with Flat Earth for damn near 5 years now, you'll see that my channel shifted about 1.5 years, almost 2 years ago, to where I pretty much focused on one person, because that one person is the only one nowadays actually making new claims. Everything else prior to that, and stuff that's being regurgitated now, is stuff that's already been debunked. There's no point to readdress it, at least on my end.
Absolutely.
So I have people that are out there that say, hey, this person said something interesting, or if I've heard it directly, like my Dan the Waterman video, I heard that directly, so I was able to make a video about it. It was a new claim. And this is the position I'm in, and why I don't make Flat Earth debunking videos as much anymore. There's nothing new to debunk. It's already all been done. Yep. And you guys are now running into the same problem I ran into almost 2 years ago.
Well,
I mean, I've only been doing this for about 10 months, Sean, and, you know, it's very, very hard to find a new argument, because there's like waves of flat earthers that come in, and then they pick up the previous wave's arguments and just start it again. You know, the fact is there isn't new arguments because there isn't any evidence for the flat earth. You know, you ask a flat earther to bring positive evidence to a debate, and that's probably the wrong thing to do, because they can't do that, because there isn't any positive evidence.
Hold on, let me fix my camera settings real quick. They got a little wacky for a second.
Oh, is somebody in the chat? Oh my goodness, he actually showed up in the chat. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I hit him. I hit him instantly.
Yeah, good choice.
What are you talking about?
Oh, the dude that decided to do that nice 30-minute live stream about me and my tits.
Oh. All right, but okay, so let me finish that super chat. Frowning Joker, I'm going to be dealing with a lot more of other topics. I'll be addressing bad science. And I'll give you guys, I'll let y'all make your decision on what y'all want to see next, okay? Because this all goes back to my whole wanting to do a simple science series where I describe things very simply. But I don't want to just, like, okay, one of the videos I'm getting ready to do is a video covering relative simultaneity, okay? And that's just basically saying that if Sean sees two events that happen at the exact same time to him, I may not see those two events happen at the exact same time. and it's science behind it. It describes special relativity and whatnot. Is actually, some of the basis behind what Einstein came up with. So I am going to be doing that video eventually because this guy gets a lot of science wrong, but it's just bad science. It's like I don't even really need an idiot meter in that because I think that you guys would appreciate the science more than you'd appreciate me calling him an idiot. He's not a flat earther. He's not fucking... He is an idiot, though. I mean, I will say that. He is an idiot. But he's not a flat earther. So it's not like... It's a whole new list of topics to cover. It's a whole new list of arguments. A whole new science to explore. And maybe not everybody knows about that. So if you guys would like to see those videos like that, then by all means let me know, and I would love to do videos like that. Let's see. New member. Okay, hey, what's up, man? Let's see. Welcome. Josh just played you. Everybody. Oh God, have you guys figured it out yet? It goes like this. All right. Show them your dingers.
Mankini.
Show them your dingers. And then comes listen, don't listen to Sean. Don't listen to Fight the Flat Earth. I want you to put it in the chat. You in the chat should know by now what comes after the dingers. Leave it in the chat if you think you know. Do not show the mankini, guys. I want to see who... Oh, God. FTFE did it. Let's see. You showed him your dingers, and Bodhi, he shows them the fucking meat tubes also.
No, he showed mankinis and meat tubes and mankinis.
Dingers. Yep. Dingers. All right, Josh. So here's what we're going to do. Everybody, it's... Meat tube is next. It is not mankini next. Mankini comes later. And then we do mankini.
Always do the mankini.
Yeah, the mankini has to be one of the better fucking emojis that
where did the fucking mankini come up?
Wildman Fujiyami. Wildman Fujiyami invented the mankini. I don't know why.
So
I think
John with that voice? Are you nuts?
Somebody told me to bring the mankini out. But, okay, so now that I've asked Frowning Joker's questions, I want to ask you guys, what do y'all want to see? Do y'all want to see more science? I'm always, well, I won't say always because that's a pretty definitive term. For the most part, I will be doing reaction videos, and I will be explaining where people get things wrong. But I also want to do a science series also. So how are you guys going to take it? You guys going to still be around because I'm not doing Flat Earth anymore? Are you here for the Flat Earth stupid? I know Sean is. I mean, as soon as I change and start doing other things, he's gone.
I was here for your damn global warming shit, you asshole.
Dana McWhite says, go ahead.
How's your brother doing?
I mean, he thinks he won. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he thinks he won. I'm not going to speak for him because, just not going to speak to him. I'm not going to speak to him about that. Like, I'm not going to debate him about that because it's unwinnable with him when it comes to anything that we disagree on. It's unwinnable. And he'll say the same thing about me.
I was going to say, don't go all flirf because he disagrees with you. You know, you're going to cut your family off because of this shit.
No. Me and him haven't talked in years. That was actually maybe our 5th time to talk in the past 4 years. Maybe even 5. On that live stream about global warming. Love him
He's
to
never
death,
talking to you again now.
I'm getting mixed answers on your questions. Some people are here for the science. Some people want to see for the human stupidity. So yeah, mixed answers.
I don't think either of us will ever stop pointing out the human stupidity, but there's so much more stupidity than just the flat Earth.
Yeah, the flat Earth is like the...
I'm sorry, go ahead. We have a... All right. We have negative exponents in the chat just supplying us with so much fucking material. Thank you for that. I will definitely be going over that. So I'll just share what he just shared with me. Maybe we'll cover that. Did you get it too, Fight the Flat Earth, or no?
No, I didn't see that. What was it?
Let me go ahead and I'll send it to you too. Give me 1 second. All right, and then I'll go ahead and share that as well, so that the audience can see what we're looking at.
And Setio Mauditoran, sorry if I said that wrong, says they're just here for the meat tube.
And I think it's Anciedo Maldonado.
Oh, there's the movie that I'm going to be in.
You're not going to be in it. You're just going to be listed in the credits. And then you know what they're going to do? They're going to put you in the credits and say, you know what? Y'all are going to think that we didn't have any globe earthers to advise us, but look, we had Fight the Flat Earth right here. And you're going to get so much negative publicity for that. But yes, that's awesome. I'll be looking into this. I wonder how many spelling errors are on here. That's more for Rider of Dinosaurs to do, though.
I'm trying to scroll down. It's not even on my screen. What an idiot.
But like I said, we won't be. I will not be abandoning the flat Earth stupidity. I just won't. I will always address it, and but I want to do some science too. So I think you're always going to see good flat Earth videos first. And then if there are no good flat Earth videos, I'm just going to find a good science denier or somebody that is getting something in science really, really, really wrong, and I'll just do that. But let me move on with the super chats. Flatten Destruction, $2. Hi. Can a fellow Flurf Destroyer chat with you? Yeah, Flatten Destruction, you absolutely can. Let me see if you're in here. Leave your email address for me. Hey, actually, go ahead and email me, Flatten Destruction. Email me at fatherskeptic@gmail.com. And I'll get you an invite. I'll be looking for it. Godless GLK. Good evening, gentlemen. Hope to see more streaming. That's the other thing, Godless GLK and chat. I love streaming. I love live stream. I didn't think I was going to be a live streamer when I first started doing this. In fact, I kind of avoided live streaming. If you look back at from when my channel started to when I did my first my first live stream was my 50 subscriber special. So that I won't count that one because I only had 50 subscribers and it was still like 2 months. But since then, until I started doing a lot of live streams, I didn't live stream. I didn't want to. In fact, I was against live streaming on my channel. But now I see the benefit of it. Now I see that it really gives me an opportunity to interact with you guys. One of my main reasons for live streaming was because they offered me channel memberships. And when they offered me channel memberships, I was like, damn, now I've got to, if I'm going to have channel members, I guess I need to be doing live streams so that channel members can interact and show off their goodies and whatnot. So, okay. Hey. Who showed that? Hold on.
YouTube promotes the whole membership system, but they kind of don't like live streams. I don't get that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Flatten Destruction, I removed your comment, but I got your email address. I'm sending you a comment right now. I just didn't want it to be in the chat for any kind of trolls in the future, bro. So I'm sending you an email right now, and that email will have a join link. You need to have Chrome or your phone to use it. Let me... Give me 1 second.
Oh God, don't. you think I don't see that?
Oh no, I just deleted his fucking email address. Holy shit, my bad. Let me go back and grab it. Alright, here we go. Oh, and then I'm just being fucking super stupid today. But I feel better, guys.
I'm putting Riley's face there because he...
Go ahead.
I'm just putting Riley's face there because he seems to be taking our streams lately and going over them, so he can look at himself.
He could always fucking join here and get his fucking intellectual shit pushed in. But...
He won't talk to me again. I was too mean to him. I hurt his feelings.
Aw, poor guy. Okay, so check your email. Oh, no, hold on 1 second there. All right, check your
Carefully
email.
issued.
Flatten destruction. There should be a vmix call link for you, or vmix join link for you. Just join. Come on here. We'll have a conversation. He says he's an anti-flat earther as well, so that's awesome. All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I'm trying to find him a Flurf to debate because he's quite up for destroying some Flurf live.
Yeah, you want to unhide flat destruction?
I didn't hide him, did
Oh, never
I?
mind.
I just deleted
No,
his.
it looked like somebody hid him from the channel, but no, it wasn't that. It was just removed. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Definitely
wrong.
don't hide. Definitely don't hide flatten destruction. Just don't let his email address go out there. Why would you do that? Turn around and fucking William Signs posted it. Come on, man. All right, let me go ahead and I can't delete your comment because you're a mod on here. All right. Okay, so you have a join link? Go ahead and join when you get in here. Just announce yourself. So, I see you. I got it. Thanks. All right, great, good deal. So we should have Flatten Destruction coming in here as a new guest. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I think I saw that. Negative Exponents. He shared with me a who was it? What was the name? Mercury, whatever, and
Lord Stephen Christ Mercury.
Yeah, Lord Stephen Christ Mercury, JM Truth, and oh God, what's his name? David Weiss, and some other guy were all in a discussion about whose model was more correct. What the fuck? How can you be that stupid? Oh,
But wait,
they're
when
all
we
incorrect.
we ask any one of them about what model they support, they say we don't have a model. So how can they have that discussion?
All right, let's see. I'm trying to see. Wait on this guy to get here. Okay, so let's see. Somebody. I'm looking at all these people like hiding people and muting people. That shit frustrates me, guys. Stop hiding and muting people. Stop deleting their messages if you're a mod, because unless they're being overly fucking hateful, they don't deserve to be fucking shut up. I don't care what your personal beliefs are. If you personally believe that flat earthers should not be allowed to even type the letter A on the internet, please reach out to me so I can remove your moderatorship. Because that's not fucking cool. I don't care what you think, guys. I'm a freedom of speech guy. You know what I'm saying? All right. Hey, how you doing, Flatten Destruction? How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm all right. How are you guys doing? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yes, we can. Welcome.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you.
How you doing?
Hold on one moment. Well, it's my first time, so there's a lot of little technical stuff I need to be clear on. So in any event, I wanted to just make it short and sweet. I don't want to take too much of your time, but there's a social impact of this flat earth. This is an extension of an ultra-right conservative movement that's really designed to try to dumb us all down, especially in the U.S., to make us more susceptible to scams, cons, political ploys, and things like that. And I've been keeping my eye on this for about 5 years. And it's been a great concern of mine. You get the next generation of children kind of caught up in this nonsense of not being able to trust anything. If you can't trust the basic science, right, and you have some people that are compelling and slick enough in how they present things to make you doubt, it's just like a cult. You're going to trust the person that already made you doubt. They're the ones that say, hey, don't trust the mainstream. And my response to that is, the mainstream isn't always wrong. And you can't sit up here and say that the mainstream is, that you can debunk the mainstream by simply fighting that it's mainstream. Right. But a lot of people who are frustrated with life, or frustrated with society, or frustrated with some of the stuff that is conspiratorial, that's why I bring up the racism, because that's a big factor. But in general, that is the emotional manipulation that the flat earth movement does. And I strongly believe that the flat earth movement is almost like a sandbox for the other screwed up elements of society to test their rhetoric. They say, oh, let's go to the flat earth, let's test out this rhetoric. 4chan and these other institutions or screwed up institutions, they go in there and they test out this rhetoric and then they bring it out into the wider audience.
Mm-hmm.
You can get one sucker out of 100. At least in the United States, you got 3 million people. One sucker out of 100 comes up to about 3 million people. So I'm going to leave it at that because, I just wanted to let you guys know I appreciate what you guys are doing. And hopefully I can chat with you guys again if you want me to. Thanks.
Yeah, sure. Hey, you said a fellow Flat Earth Destroyer. Do you have a channel or anything like that you want to promote?
I have an emerging channel, and it is not worthy to be promoted. I do go into the sociological impact.
Hold on. Don't ever say that, because my channel was not a worthy channel at some point. So tell us about your channel, because let's make it worthy then. What do we need to do to make it worthy?
Well, I do need some help with some of the artistic. I wanted to do some of the video editing, like what you guys do and whatnot, because some of the flat earthers and some of the racists, some of the Christian bigots. I'm Christian, but some of the bigotry that I have witnessed has compelled me to have to break it down. So being able to do that in a nice video format, kind of like how you guys do. You guys have a video, you guys kind of go back and forth with the person that you're debunking. And the editing, I'm good at editing, but I just don't have a software. So some way to work with someone who can do that, and then for me to present it in my own way, because I go after the big guys. I go after D Marble, I go after all of them, but they don't know me, so they don't respond. So
they didn't know me. They didn't know me when I started. I mean, I was a nobody.
They do now.
They know.
Let me say this. Everybody starts out with 0 subscribers, so we're all in the same boat when we start. When Jaron started to actually address me, I was at like 250 subscribers. So the numbers don't matter except people like Anthony Riley. He'll actually bring up the excuse, well, you don't have enough subs. But most of the flat earthers, they don't care about your sub counts. They care about what you're saying. That they have to do damage control on what you say. So if you make a good argument, you might only have 50 subs, but one of the other bigger channels might pick it up and say, this guy, he demonstrated this. At that point, the people who are defending their con job have to address it. So it's not about number of subs. It's not about any of that. Yeah, everybody starts at 0.
Oh, no, I totally got you.
And the more people attacking Flat Earth, the better.
I appreciate that. So I'll just say it's just starting out, because I've only done like 5 or 6 videos in the past couple weeks. I just started. I'm able to do this every other Friday, pretty much. So I don't really have much time because I have my regular job and things like that. But what I want to do is to be able to get some of these arguments that they avoid. My biggest one is the star formation in the southern hemisphere, and how the movements of those stars in the south cannot be explained by a flat Earth model. And I'm just salivating for them to try.
Yeah. Well, hey, Flatten, check it out. Why don't you hang out for a bit with us if you're not really busy? I'm going to go over a few super chats real quick that have just recently come in. I want to make sure I cover everybody. But if you'd like to, man, you're welcome to stick around and join us for the rest of the show until you have to leave. We have.
Hey, I appreciate that.
I will add one thing though for me, Flattened. While you're driving, set the phone down, please.
Oh yeah, the phone's down. I'm actually just kind of starting it up just to kind of keep it warm here.
Well, I just saw you getting ready with a seatbelt. So while you're driving, don't pay attention to the phone. Keep your eyes on the road.
Yeah, no problem. I'm trying to mute myself off, so.
No, you can still talk. Just make sure that you're not paying attention to watching the phone.
Oh no! Don't worry about that.
Don't pull a flat earther on us.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
there's no gravity.
All right. So
there's no inertia either.
Back to where we were on the super chats. And this, I know this name's gonna kill me. Sigifredo Sarabia, trolling why 16-hour flights and not 8 going opposite.
Say that again.
Trolling.
Is that a flat earther comment?
Why 16-hour flights and not 8 going opposite? I think what he's saying is he's fucking with us and asking, why do flights going in one direction
take the same amount of time going in the other?
Take 16 hours, and then when they fly in the opposite direction, why does it not take 8? Let's see,
I think I
Flathead, are
just
you there?
mentioned something called. I think I just mentioned something called inertia.
I was gonna
Yeah.
let
Conservation of angular momentum. There you go.
I was gonna let the new debunker handle that one, but yes, conservation of
Hey, Flat, and one of the awesome people in the community, Howsoy, just pointed out that Hit Film Express is an excellent free editing software that you could use if you want to pick up one to start with.
Okay. You said Hit Film Express?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was what he said. Yeah.
All right, so here I have a question
Got it.
for you, and this comes from the audience. Okay, this was a super chat, and it says, why do flights that take 16 hours going easterly not take 8 hours going westerly?
So this is an area that haven't studied too well, but from what I understand is there is the Earth is already spinning, and we're already, caught in that, I guess, angular momentum. Earth's been spinning for thousands of years, or millions of years rather. So when we're going with the flights, I think there is a slight difference because if I understand, the rocket ships, in order for them to proceed to make their trajectories, they do have to either go eastward or westward with the way the Earth is turning. But my understanding is that the air is already moving with the Earth, and that angular momentum, even though it is, they say it's 1,000 miles an hour, we're traveling with it. So that difference, moving either east to west or whatever, it's not significant that it's an absurdity. It's like me standing up, and if I stand up and then jump, and that half second that I jumped, I just went 50 miles to the west. That makes no sense.
Right.
So we're all of the atoms in the air, and all of the humans, and all the parts of objects that are on the surface of the Earth are already carried by that momentum. That's, I believe, what the conservation of momentum refers to. So it just, it's like if you're on a streetcar, and the streetcar's already going 60 miles an hour, and I jump up or I throw a ball in either direction, I don't need to throw the ball twice as hard to get it to go the same distance while I'm inside of a moving vehicle. If I could get inside something that was that long to throw something. Am I making sense, or am I just kind of
no,
rambling?
you are.
It's a long drawn way to say it, but yes, it's correct.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not strong
the
on
more
that,
you address those arguments, the more you'll realize that there's a 3-word answer to that: conservation, or 3 words.
And I thought it was conservation of momentum.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is.
You can
Yeah,
word
that's
it
absolutely
conservation of angular momentum, conservation laws. There's a bunch of different ways, but
You can just say that the atmosphere is rotating with the Earth, and the plane uses the atmosphere to generate its lift, and that is saying conservation of momentum because the atmosphere is maintaining that conservation of momentum that the plane is also in. So it all works out.
And just a thing
There's
to point out, when I first started this, I over-explained things a lot too. So that's something that Team Skeptic just pointed out. The longer you go through this and go through the arguments more and more, you literally learn how to condense your arguments down to as few words as possible. That's something you learn as you go on.
There is one thing about this. There is something about that, though, that I think I've noticed in the debates. The down-to-earth, pun intended, the down-to-earth way of explaining this to certain flat earthers, because once you try to use phrases like conservation of momentum or even phrases like gravity, I had to debate someone about gravity, and they were saying, well, gravity's a myth. I said, okay, fine. What do you want to call that force or whatever it is that makes things go down instead of up? Why doesn't things go sideways when you let them go? Why aren't you just floating in the air? So he was like, well, think. I said, okay, let's think about it.
Did he jump out there?
It's possible
All
he's on mobile.
Well, we do have Flat Earth Aussie Jesus in the chat today. Please, wrenchers, my blue guys, please do not time him out unless he says something absolutely hateful. I would prefer that he has an opportunity to speak as well. So please do not time him out. What's up, Flat Earth Aussie?
Whilst you're there, Flat Earth Aussie Jesus, I do just have to say, 48? Seriously? I'm only 12 years younger than you?
Oh, hey, you know
I'm
what?
the same age.
Hey, hold on. Howsoy, I love having you on, man, and you're never around, so check your
Is he available?
Discord. He's in the chat. What's he doing in
Well,
the
he,
chat?
he likes to chat well on the job, though, so it's kind of hard to tell. And he has,
Ah.
weird non-American hours.
Okay, well, Houseoy, you're getting an invite just in case you're free. If you're not, then I'll never.
Hassel's one of my favorite people because he criticizes me quite hardly. He's never been one of my biggest fans, and I actually appreciate people like that because he will make me be better.
Okay.
And I've always thought that Houseoy is amazing at what he does.
So
I met Houseoy through Reds, and Houseoy was nice enough to actually do the graphics for one of my videos early on when I was actually demonstrating something about the Terminator line on the Equinox. I can't thank him enough for that.
okay, so let me get through a couple more of these super chats because we kind of started talking and we're getting through one at a time. So, Bodie McBoatface, $6 New Zealand dollars, just became a grandfather. Woo! Good shit, Bodie. And have started an account for my granddaughter's education and her first telescope. That is fucking amazing. That's awesome. You know what? If I get myself in a slightly better position, I'll go ahead and contribute to that telescope fund. And we do have Houseoy. He did join with his. Oh, I love that.
What's
I love
up?
that.
Flat Earth Aussie Jesus said that it's about 10:15 a.m. there on this part of the planet Earth, so you're already 3 sheets to the wind. Is what you're saying.
Yep.
The Houseoy has the best fucking the best icon.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is an icon for the Flat Earth debunking community that will never die.
I recognize that everywhere I see it. Give me 1 second so I can bring it in real quick.
Have you unmuted Houseoy? Because I can't hear him yet.
Yeah.
I heard him laugh. Houseoy.
He was there just a second
Houseoy.
ago.
I gotta say, that's one thing I don't like about this VMix program is you can't tell if people are still in or not.
Hold
Hi.
on 1 second. Let me make sure I didn't accidentally mute him. I did.
Can
Sorry,
I-
Houseoy.
Oh my god.
Can I quickly
Houseoy,
address
you can talk
a
again.
I'll
comment
murder
the-
you in your sleep.
And I believe you would. For people asking why they've been removed as mods on my channel, I've pretty much removed all of the mods, and I'm asking people to reapply in my Discord. So please don't be offended if you've had your mod removed on my channel. It's not because I hate you, it's because, frankly, I had far too many, and I need to start limiting the numbers. And also, Flat Earth Aussie Jesus, you were in the blocked list, and that was my mods that must have done it, and you aren't anymore. So, yeah, thank you.
Nice.
How you doing,
hold on
Houseoy?
1 second. I'm bringing Houseoy in for
Tired.
us to... Tired? What?
It's 2 a.m. or it's 2:15. So
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's,
me get to
that's
the-
prime time, man.
I'm too...
well, it's prime time for
OCD
something, but I'm not sure if that's suitable for this format.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, good
do you
point.
know? Do you not see my the people who are in the chat? It is always suitable to talk about unsuitable things on my stream. All right, so let me continue on with the super chats. I got through one of them when I said I was going to continue on, but okay. So, Earth is seriously flat. $2. Thank you, sir. Globe zombies have not shown evidence of Coriolis. Why do globe zombies have to show evidence of Coriolis when nature does it for us? Non-stop. Every hurricane that we see. Hell, every rotating weather system out there rotates because of the Coriolis. All right. Sigifredo Sarabia. If I say it wrong, you can berate me all you want in the chat. For $2, again, another troll. Why every night can one see 8 of 9 planets from Earth? That's a great question. That only happened if the Earth were round.
Dun, dun, dun.
Otherwise,
Begging the question.
we would be seeing the sun all the time too.
And flattened destruction is back. Well done.
All right, Frowning Joker, €2.
that's why.
Are you an atheist skeptic? Do videos on religion? I would say I'm. The proper term is an atheist agnostic. So I'm agnostic, but I tend
Yeah.
to believe that there is no God out there. There are people that
I
are.
classed myself as an atheist until I met Steve
I was-
McRae.
I have to load up Discord, apparently. I was just sent a message. I don't leave, for people who miss me on Discord, I don't leave it running 24/7.
Now, okay, as far as addressing religion, though, Frowning Joker, my addressing religion, it's hard for me to do that because I try to hold an intellectually honest position, and I couldn't tell you honestly that there is no God out there. I could tell you honestly that I don't believe there's a God out there, but I can't tell you honestly that for sure, 100%, there is no God out there. I don't think that
There are certain
anybody.
gods you can say that don't exist, just
Oh
because
yeah, yeah.
they're logically contradictory. Is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, well, I would never specifically try to speak on one God. I'm talking about the existence of supernatural beings. I couldn't tell you for certain that that's impossible. I can tell you for certain that I believe it's impossible, and I live my life as though it's impossible, and I seem to be doing just fine. It really, really, really hurts when I see somebody that's like, when you see somebody who's struggling and their whole rhetoric is God will get me out when he's ready. You know, God would never put on my plate more than I can handle. What do you mean?
Hey guys, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
Okay.
The Morgile is a
Apologize.
perfect example of that because no matter how much trouble he seems to be in, his streams always start with, "Oh, I believe in the power of Christ to be able to get me out of this hard time." Whereas what he means is, "Can you give me some more money so I can help my local dealers?"
Yeah.
See, in
That's
that case, it's just a crutch. So you don't have to be accountable for anything yourself, and you don't have to put work in to get out of
Yeah.
the situation you're in. And at that point, it's detrimental.
Well, one thing I cannot stand is when they try to say, well, science is wrong, God is right. You know, when you're like, oh, evolution, and they're like, well, how can evolution be right when God built the earth in 7 days? Like, what?
Yeah.
You know, like,
Can I-
and I do come across those arguments where they say it contradicts the Bible, therefore it is not possible because it contradicts the Bible. That I will have a problem with.
Can I throw a couple little bit to that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I grew up Christian, and I'm definitely a believer.
Okay.
What has happened is that people claiming to be Christian are obsessed with trying to win and be right as far as this concept of is every word in the Bible correct? And if it's not, if you don't believe that every word in the Bible is correct, then you're going to hell. And so there's that fear tactic, and that's used as a form of control. It's a way to get money and to get influence. And it's funny because the arguments the flat earthers use on a religious scale, it's almost like projection. It's like they're saying that they're trying to go up against the very things they're doing. So I kind of see it coming a mile away. I grew up in that kind of religious upbringing. And well, not even upbringing, just it was a kind of a church that I went to, very fundamentalist. And so we're at this time and age where people are looking for some kind of validation for the screwed up things that they're doing. You know, polluting the atmosphere, making money, doing, like oil companies and whatnot. You'll see some of these flat earthers will defend corporations to destroy the environment, and then in the next breath, they're trying to attack people who are it's just nonsensical. And as far as religion goes, it's very cherry picking. I read the Bible from cover to cover, and Jesus is not a literal lamb. Jesus is not a literal word on a piece of paper. So when it talks about the creation and 7 days, I mean, let's get real here. The earth and the sun, the sun and the moon weren't even created in the Bible until the 4th day. So what measurement of time are we talking about? There's passages in the Bible that says that the earth is hanging on nothing, in the void of space. And I think in the book of Job. So a lot of this metaphor and allegory, these flat earthers, they don't care. They know it is. They know that the stuff is not literal, but again, they want this satisfaction of having people follow them. It's an ego-driven complex. So that's my take.
Well,
It's a fair take.
yeah. I mean, I would say it's a fair take from a religious person for sure. But I'm not sure that a lot of like fundamentalists would even believe you or believe what you say. You know what I'm saying? Have the same beliefs as you. So I think there are different types of Christians out there. I think there are different types of religious people out there. Fundamentalists are the ones that really just bug me. To say that, let's see.
Well, the threads that are on here, I guess I should limit my observations to the flat earthers that have that fundamentalist religious doctrine behind it. It just seems to follow that if you don't believe every word in the Bible, you're going to hell. And they have to have it their way.
Yeah, that I don't. I will never get behind somebody that says that right there.
Yeah.
All right.
All your
so,
super chats.
But I
no, I have not. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back to doing those real quick because we get every super chat other than this next one actually leads us into a conversation. NANA says, "Shut up and take my money." Yes, sir. $6.66. Hell Sagan, let's go. John Rapp, five Australian dollars. Team, your gyro is misaligned. Craig, it's bad enough listening to the thesis fallacy. Don't need to look at him. Scares the children. Craig still scares me. Just looking at him frightens me every time. All right, Rick Bellamy, $5 New Zealand dollars. New video idea. You should debate the flat earther the same way they do. Show me evidence, make stuff up, and show no proof, saying it over and over again. You forgot the key part, Rick. I have to finish it all off by claiming victory. That's the only way for it to be. You have to finish it off by claiming victory. All right, FTFE. Oh, fucking Futfee. $2, 2 European pounds. Riley for Dumbfuck of the Year 2019. Do agree. But my vote, and of course this is, Sean's going to hate me for it. Fight the Flat Earth is going to hate me for it. But you guys are going to love me, is JM Truth. He will be getting my vote for Dumbfuck of the Year. He is my nomination, guys. I have a crew. Negative Exponent, Riders of Dinosaurs. All these people are going to be helping me make my case for JM Truth winning Dumbfuck of the Year. Now, I will say this. I don't think anybody's going to take it away from Kyle. I just don't think...
It's going to be hard.
Right now, let's put it like this. The real battle... It should fucking Dumbfuck of the Year. It should be called the Kyle Curtis Award. God damn it. I mean, he's going to blow this competition away so fucking much that we should name this award after him. But because it's still the Dumbfuck of the Year, this year the interesting race will be the race for second place. All right, so...
Yeah, Kyle's going to get 95% of the votes. The rest of the people are only going to get 5%. And they got to divvy that.
Yeah, that's the five that matter.
Brainy
If
Beaver...
I may, I'd like to have...
Go ahead, Houseway.
I was just going to say, I'd like to have Riley disqualified because his actions as of late have removed any doubt that he's actually mentally retarded and should be disqualified. He's not an idiot by choice. He's retarded by nature.
Hey, that is one of the qualifications. You have to be an idiot by choice. You cannot be an idiot due to something that you can't help. Like if you were born with a mental disease, you can't be a Dumbfuck of the Year.
I totally disagree.
Well,
Riley knows exactly what he is contingent in his faculties. He's just a pathological liar and likes to fight about it.
No, I still say he's literally retarded.
Damn it. That thesis would push me to agree with you, Houseoy. Just trying to hand that in. Oh my god. I honestly, I would have paid all of my money to see them mark that thesis because that would have been a show and a half.
God, we got to get in touch with his teacher and ask him if he'd be interested in debate or in a interview.
I don't think the school would let them do that.
What were you gonna say?
Because they do have confidentiality about their students, so I don't think you'd be allowed to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about the Oakley Award? Shouldn't there be an Oakley Award for being a prick along the way? You know, just
no. Oakley is permanently banned from the Dumbfuck of the Year for the simple fact that he's a child abuser.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Oakley. I thought you were saying Opie, like from the old TV show. I was like, oh fuck, we're gonna have an Opie Award. That's cool. Well, we can do that. All right. Brainy Beaver.
Wow.
for $2 Canadian. One day, I hope to be a somebody too. One day, Brainy, you may just be a somebody. You keep putting in that work, keep shaving that beaver. You'll be a somebody one day. Maybe on Pornhub. But
I was gonna say, just don't put it on YouTube.
yeah, don't put it on YouTube. Brainy,
Yeah,
I'll
we
get you.
Pornhub account could be massive.
I'll get you an invite here in a minute, Brainy. Let me finish going through the super chats. Stephen York, $7.99 Australian dollars. Thank you, sir. I reckon go full Aussie with on your carpet digger mate. Oh God, no. On your carpet digger mate. Did I say it right? All right, you Aussies.
Probably
You
not.
Aussie, my favorite fucks in the whole world. You goddamn Aussies. I'm gonna try to say this right, and you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being, well, we'll say what 1 is after you rate me, whether it's the good side or the bad side. But here you go. On your carpet digger mate. I hope I said that right.
I have no idea.
10 to the negative 17.
I have no idea.
All right. Yeah,
I've
10
not
to the
actually
negative
heard
17.
that by an Aussie, so I couldn't tell you.
All right. Steven Steen for $2, just in time to see Team Skeptic lose. Yeah, buddy. I appreciate it, Steven. You got here right on time.
Brainy's trying to say that wasn't an attempt at an invite. I will take one. I'm calling BS on that, Brainy. You will ask for an invite anywhere and everywhere. You will never turn it down. So, yeah, I'm going to call BS on that.
That's how you get
Hey,
noticed.
okay.
That's how he is. I don't fault him for that, but don't try to cover it up with a lame thing like that. We know how you operate, sir.
I want to say that Flat Earth Aussie Jesus actually said that I need to slow it down a bit. Okay, Flat Earth Aussie Jesus, I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to take your advice, and we'll see if I can. I'm getting 0s, 4s, 8s, 6s. Where are the goddamn 10s? All right, so I'm going to try again for you, Flat Earth Aussie Jesus, and you rate me 1 through 10. You said I did it too fast last time, so it's on your carpet digger mate. I feel Australian saying that shit, guys.
On your cover, digger, mate.
You better not do it better than me, Fight the Flat Earth. I swear to God. All right.
It does have the advantage that, the Aussies are prisoners from the UK.
Flat Earth Aussie Jesus says, no one actually says that anyway. On your cobber dinger, mate. Nah, fair dinkum. That's not a dinky D expression.
Help me out, guys. What does that mean?
I don't know. Let me see if I can figure it. On your suck on.
While you're on the Aussie train, by the way, I had an Aussie try to kill me a couple of weeks ago. Going river rafting, our guide was an Aussie.
Oh,
Was he on the wrong side of the road?
Aussie Jesus says I got about a 6 there, guys. So.
Dirty, you take the turn upside down.
Yeah, it turned out. Oh yeah, that's right. Aussie Jesus, that he really was trying to give me a 9, and upside down 6 is a 9. All right,
I got 11 out of 10, so I guess I win.
Oh fuck. All right, so let's get back here. Josiah Hansen says, "Shoot, I'm late. Was listening to Sagan and got lost." Well, hey, Carl Sagan's a beast. So if you gotta push me aside for anybody, make sure it's for somebody like Carl Sagan, Einstein, Richard Feynman, Leonard Susskind.
One of these days, I'll actually work on doing an impression of Sagan. I've never tried it before.
Oh God, you would be the best. You and freaking Blue Marble Science.
I just have to get that nasal rounded sounds to a lot of his vowels.
Steven Steen says for $1.99, FE should be a requirement for public school. No. I'm gonna go with
Should be a requirement to debunk.
Yeah, right. Oh no, you're right. You're right. They should lay the flat earth before you can make it to 2nd grade. They should lay the flat earth model out in front of you and ask you what's wrong.
They should have kids like in 9th grade, like I don't know if they have like certain classes on that of how to present a case, an argument, how to make a hypothesis, and they should use the flat earth as because they've exhausted the ability for people to logically go through this kind of thing. I don't know anything else out there that has been exhaustively analyzed for logical fallacy, and that should be like a prerequisite before you go to college. Did you get that flat Earth class done? if you didn't get it done, you can't go to college.
100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. If you
Oh,
can't tell me that the Earth is not flat, if you can't show me why the Earth is not flat, you do not need to be going to higher education. You need to take a step back into some mid-level education and get that mastered first. Because you obviously don't know about physics, you obviously don't know about geography or geometry or anything.
Anything.
Yeah, Steven Steen, $1.99. FE should be a requirement. Oh, I already read that one. So dumb, I had to read it twice there, Steven. Okay, so Josiah Hansen for $2. We'll definitely rewatch later. Okay, so we're going to go back to his second, or his message he just put about... Oh, okay, so you're saying you'll watch the first part? Well, we've been nothing... excuse me, but stupid, Josiah. So, I think you're okay with missing the first part, actually. But go back and watch it anyway. Everybody should go back and watch it. Cajun Crustacean. Holy shit. Haven't seen you in forever, my friend. Kyle for honorary dumbfuck of the year in perpetuity. The competition is for amateurs rather than professional dumbfucks. A fucking
the life
men.
of word.
Amen there on that one. Steven Steen, $1.99. Kyle, friend of flat earthers, the only honest people left. Yeah, Kyle and the rest of flat earthers. I agree with you. The Bard, $5. I've always wanted to ask a flat earther on how does the flat earth model explain the Janibekov effect? Janibekov effect? I think that's how you say that. I'm gonna look that up actually, because I don't have no clue what you're talking about. I probably said that wrong. It looks like it's Russian. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely have to look into
spinning. It's the spinning. I forget what it's called.
Magnus effect.
No, it's they discovered when they spun something, it rotated about its third axis over and over, and it flips over and over. It's a form of a gyroscopic effect. It's about having something that isn't perfectly balanced, but always like when it's essentially, or when it's in space in free fall, since there's no inherent direction to it. It's a bit complicated. It spins about its third axis. I forget what the name of the actual axis is called, because you have three axes of rotation, and it topples over itself over and over and over and over for as long as there's energy in the system.
Really?
You're not talking about precession.
No, it's not. It's actually not.
There's a recent video on one of the science channels on YouTube about it. I'll see if I can find it. They explain it really well.
Was that
Was it Vsauce?
It sounds vaguely
weird
familiar.
behavior of rotating objects?
You know, guys,
Vsauce?
one of the first things that I had to do as a fifth grader was read Carl Sagan's book. For some reason, my mom made me read Cosmos, and I'm just now remembering that.
Oh, it was Veritasium.
She made me read Cosmos. Yeah. What's it called again?
Oh, he was talking about the channel that covered that. But you said, okay, you were saying you read Cosmos, right?
Yeah. My mom made me read Cosmos. I'm just now remembering it because I was just going into the fifth grade, and that got me started. That got me into one. I want to be an astronaut at that point.
Yeah.
And
I'm in the process of trying to read books too. Trying to read science books that were not forced to me as a child. And I finished my first one, QED by Richard Feynman. My next one, I may read another Richard Feynman book. I really like the way that he addresses science. So, okay, so let me continue on. All right, another question for you there, Flattened, from one of our favorite super chatter tonight, Sigifredo Sarabia. He's trolling. He says, which way is up if we're standing in the U.S. and it's west? If standing in the U.S. is west.
That you can't stand in the U.S. That last part doesn't make sense to me. And if he's trolling, this is another thing. If he's a flat earther trolling, this use of language,
I think he's a globe earther just asking dumbass flat Earth questions that they would normally
I don't know how to
try to ask.
Yeah, here's the thing about the whole which way is down. I know to say that down is always towards the core of the Earth. So that's the answer to that. But ask the question again. This is good practice for me. I'm the new guy, so.
Which way is up? If standing in U.S. is west. So if you're standing if you see somebody standing in the U.S., they're to your west. Which way is up?
It would still be north, I would imagine. If someone is standing west of me in the U.S., I would be in I would be in Europe, and it would still be north, wouldn't it? Or it would be, you can't. I mean, on a globe, you can't really stand, parallel to someone that far. So depending on how far away you are, I guess that would be the answer. If I'm a few thousand miles away, then it would be, I don't know, it would be somewhere towards space. And if I was close to them, it would simply be north.
Yeah,
that's the best answer I can give.
The best answer is up is up. Up is the direction opposite to the center of the Earth. Which you got right.
Yeah, this is
that's a great super chat.
What were you saying, Sean?
I am so used to these flat earthers trying to screw with us.
Even that is not quite correct, because I personally like my definition of up because it's probably the most accurate you're going to get for as far as the direction goes. Up, it's a noun. It's the direction directly opposed to the pole of the local gravitational field.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, but let's not forget Riley's. The only thing he's ever said that is right. His description of down is towards the direction where time goes slower.
Let me ask everybody on the panel something then, okay? Which we'll get back to that one in a second. Let me ask everybody on the panel: if you're on the gravitron and it's spinning, creating a I was about to say Coriolis. I meant to say centrifugal force pushing you out. Which way is down? And let's say that the centrifugal force pushing you out. Hold on.
The out is down.
Let's say that the direction pushing you out is greater than the gravitational pull down. Which way is down?
Wait a minute, guys. I think
down.
Hold on. There's a biological component to this. Inside your ears, you have the fluid in your ears that orients your sense of direction. So you have to take, in my humble opinion, you have to take that into account because forces acting around you are perceived the way that they are. You can't really account for how to perceive a force unless your body can process that. So if I'm in a gravitron and it's pushing me out, that outward is the down for me inside of it, right?
Uh-huh. Well, it depends on your orientation.
I'm trying to get the feedback.
Well, okay. No, you're right. Okay. So you have to think of it like this. There's no way for you to determine what's actually moving and where the actual force of gravity is. Let's say it's completely enclosed and everybody on the inside is spinning at the same rate. You wouldn't be able to tell whether you were spinning or there was a gravitational force pulling you to the
exactly
the thing. So if you oriented, I like the answer in the chat. Up is above your head. Down is below your feet. Yes. I like that answer. That answer.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yes.
Because if you orient yourself so that that the pull of gravity from the Earth is actually pulling on your stomach, let's say, but you were inside of that gravitron and it was spinning, creating a force that was greater than gravity, you would feel the force of gravity pulling you down, but you would think you were being pulled primarily towards the spin. So I don't know.
Right.
That's a pretty good question actually for someone that was I think somebody was trying to troll with that question, but that was actually a pretty fucking good question. Yeah. So Sigifredo.
The main point is up and down or directions are only relevant if you're undergoing acceleration. Like if you're not undergoing acceleration in any specific, or put it differently, you'll always be undergoing some form of acceleration, but unless you're under a major or influence of a major acceleration, like the gravitational force of a planetary body or any form of significant satellite, or undergoing extreme acceleration like in a graviton. Up and down are useless. Like, you have to be in
that's where
acceleration, undergo acceleration
have to be in
for that to
accelerating
have
frame of
any significant meaning.
You have to be an accelerating
that's where
frame
I'm
of reference.
convinced that that's where I'm convinced that the perception that the person has from where, I go into the biology because when you get different points of view, you can have different points of view within a local, within a local frame of reference, but within an adjacent frame of reference. You can have someone nearby, not inside, or somehow involved, but not in the same way. And everyone can say that they have their own perception. I think each perception is valid, and the only way you can objectively determine each perception is true is based upon the fluid in their ears. Do I feel like I'm about to topple over if I don't stand up straight? Well, which way is comfortable for you to stand up straight? This way, whatever it is. Well, that's your
Here's
up and
the issue
down.
with that. There's actually an issue with that, because if you're in an environment that has a balanced set of forces on you, like say Earth's orbit, and you were blindfolded,
Yes.
your inner ears fluid would be just doing random stuff, because you have the force of gravity pulling you down, but you also have the centrifugal force pushing you out. So they're balanced, so that net force is then zero. If you were blindfolded and somebody asked you to point up, you would just point above your head, regardless of how you were oriented towards the Earth.
All right, so
Because you have no reference.
somebody out there pointed out a
Good point.
really good thing, and that was Galby3000 says, what if you're being suspended on your side so your feet are against the wall? Up is no longer above your head, and down is no longer below your feet due to your local reference. Yeah, I guess I have to be more specific in saying that the maximum amount of acceleration you feel should be what you consider down. If you change what you consider down, it's because you're so used to down being in a certain direction that you refuse to give that up. Because if you were, like Sean said, if you were blindfolded and you wouldn't be able to tell if you were blindfolded whether you were being subjected to actual gravity or if you were being subjected to centrifugal acceleration. You just wouldn't be able to tell if you were blindfolded.
Well,
it would feel exactly the same.
Josh just played you, I think, has just defined it all for us. Up is the way your friends help you after you've had too much bourbon.
Right. Down is where you find yourself when your friends need to help you.
Yeah, that fluid in the ears is going all over the place at that point.
All right, Verillion. Yeah. Two Australian dollars from Verillion. Too easy, mate. Too easy. Yes, I agree. Thank you very much for the super chat. And if you want to elaborate on what is too easy.
Terry Flood says, on Earth, down is always to the core. And this is where I wanted to correct Craig, because he actually likes to cite an experiment that's next to a mountain that actually kind of disproves that, because there's a stronger gravitational field from one side compared to the other. So it'll actually take a plumb line away from the center of the Earth, slightly.
Yeah.
Schehalian experiment.
That one.
All right.
So down is not always center of mass.
Jet Guitars with $5, and I'm going to try my best to read this upside down. It's nice to be inclusive, so this is for all the... Oh, it's nice to be inclusive, so this super chat is for all the Australians. I wish I could play that again.
How do you
for them
type
so they
upside
could
down
see.
like that?
I don't know, but I want to know. I guess you have to enter into... Wait, you probably just have to change your local region to Australia. Stone Butt, $1.99. Harry Potter is totes real, yo. Absolutely. I totally believe that there's a dude out there named Harry fucking Potter somewhere on this great earth. So
yeah, but could you believe that in the debate with Howard when I was like, yeah, but dude, Harry Potter's went real, and he went, well, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Harry Potter's not real.
Hold on, I missed this super chat. Hold on. Sigifredo Sarabia, doesn't Sagan say Axis of Evil proves geocentrism? I don't know. I'd have to look to see if he ever said that. Let's see. It says, McFlatty says, Team Skeptic, read the super chat. Oh, $500 from McFlatty. We'll debate you anytime, and Steen, the floor with you. They're on to you, Steen. They're on to you. We got to start making
give it
you
away.
seem like a real flat earther again one day. Cajun Crustacean, new member. Everybody, show your dingers. That's the first thing. Dingers, everybody.
And we all know what's
Let me
next.
find my camera.
No, Sean. All right. What comes after dingers? Everybody at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
Mankini.
Mankinis.
No. It's Meat Tube.
Still starts with an M.
Idiots.
Mankini.
You guys are fucking idiots. FTFE with the
Ding.
Meat Tube. And then, after the Meat Tube, comes the Mankini. Don't show your mom the Mankini, guys. She will boot you out of the house.
I'm just looking up the email address for Taco Bell. I'm going to get their comments.
Oh my god. I would love for them to come back and say, absolutely, yes, sir, you do
Are
remember that,
you
right?
fucking serious?
Cajun Crustacean. Oh, hold on. So fucking
Wait,
what?
I just went and clicked on...
What?
I just went and clicked on the contact us page on Taco Bell's website, and it says access denied.
They do
they're trying
not
to
want
hide
the
truth of
meat tube. They do not want the truth about the Meat Tube getting out, guys. Everybody harass fucking Taco Bell. Ask them for pictures of the meat cock gun, also known as the Meat Tube. I doubt they'll ever get it. But so fucking what? With the £2 perfect super chat. There is no comment here. So please don't fucking read it. Oh, fuck. My bad, so fucking
You screwed
what?
up again, man.
My bad.
I
You're gonna have
can't even
to.
Taco
You know
Bell's
what?
website. What's going on?
Honestly, if you try that again, I'll do my best not to fuck up twice. And if I do, you can always try again. I'm jumping down to the bottom super chat before I go back to the other ones because that name is just too fucking classy. Kent Hovind, cellmate. That's one person that's not sexually deprived. $2. The enemy gate is down. Well, fuck, Kent Hovind, cellmate. Let's rush the fucking gates then. Cajun Crustacean, $2. The true up was the friends we made along the way. Yes, it is. All my friends in here. Every one of y'all is actually up to me. Because you're all great friends, and I love you guys. I really do. I enjoy all this shit so much. Alright, we'll talk about that in a second. B-Ball for Life, $5. If it's midnight where I'm standing, and I were to rise to the same altitude as the sun, would I be able to see the sun on a flat earth? I'll let you...
No, because the Earth's not flat, so you can never see the sun on the flat Earth.
Okay, hold on. Let's talk about his question real quick, because I'm going to address this to you, Flattened, okay? But I'm going to change the question. I'm going to make it a little bit more answerable. If it's midnight where I'm standing, and I can't see the sun, if I were to rise to the same altitude as the sun, would I then be able to see the sun on a flat Earth?
I would say definitely.
Well,
I can break it down, but go ahead.
Well, I would say no, because if it's and the only reason is because did I clarify that you can or cannot see the sun? You cannot see the sun. If it's midnight and you cannot see the sun where you're standing on the Earth, and you raise up to an altitude that's as high as the sun, well, the sun's only come closer to you by a small amount. It hasn't really come all the way close to you. So for whatever reason, they say the sun doesn't reach us, whether it's tired sunlight, which I've actually fucking heard that sunlight gets tired, or whatever. If we can't see it on the ground, we wouldn't be able to see it in the sky. Maybe at sunset you would, because if the distance to the sun was the limiting factor, then by lifting up to the sun, you would actually bring it just a tad bit closer to you. But that Earth's not flat, so it's a moot question anyway.
Yeah, it's an absurdity because, first of all, in general, the whole argument is a contradiction to me. Why is it that I can see those little points of light on the far side of their so-called dome, which is further than the sun? I have not gotten an answer to that. So I can't process how it's possible to stand up to the same height as whatever the sun is. I'm looking directly at the sun now, or where the sun should be, and I cannot see it. I'll even make it more absurd. I can see the star behind that sun, but I can't see the sun itself. How is that even possible?
Exactly.
It just occurred to me. There's a star. There's going to be a star with thousands of stars. Sorry, go ahead.
If it's all just twinkling lights on the dome and stuff, then how the fuck did Geistview take this picture with his own equipment?
Hold on, let me share you real quick.
And
Oh, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Let me unmute you real quick when I switch you up. Okay, you're good now. You won't be muted on accident at all. And let me make sure. Yeah, Halsey's good too. Housewife.
Yeah, so the flat Earth won't acknowledge that those stars are suns themselves. They're just little points of light far off on the edge of a dome. So they're smaller than the sun in their version of universe. So if I can't see the sun, and the sun is much brighter than those stars, you see how I'm breaking it down? I'm not breaking it down because I need to. I'm trying to make sure that any flat earther that hears this is going, oh, fuck, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're pointing out how illogical it is to say certain things, which is beautiful. That's what you should basically make your channel all about, pointing out the illogical statements of everybody that puts out these dumbass videos.
All these pictures I'm putting up were...
Go ahead.
Sorry, people are asking in the chat. All these pictures I'm putting up were taken by Geistview himself with this setup. Here's the computer that he used hacking. And yeah, so these are all, nothing to do with NASA. It's literally just a decent telescope with some really good software. And this is the actual things you get if you look at the sky with something other than a P900.
All right, now, I was going to say something. Yeah, God dang it. Let's see.
Sorry.
Oh, no, I saw, okay, well, it's a super chat, so I'll get to the super chat in a second. Let me get back to that. Let's see, Ranger Man 9404 for $5. Did Mark Sargent put his meat tube in Patricia Steers, and I'm going to add a word, fish taco? No.
No,
I don't think that actually happened. I think that if that would have happened, he's just so much of an incel. I'm not sure he can make that happen. Even if she wanted to have sex, I'm not sure he could. I think it's just easier for him to say he doesn't like sex. Soapy Cunt.
I've got a question for Flat Earth Jesus.
Yeah, sure.
If the sun is really an interdimensional portal and the light of God, then what the fuck's this? Just saying.
Oh wait, let me get back over to.
He says the sun's not a physical thing. That looks pretty fucking physical to me.
Oh, and I have something else I need to tell the crowd since we have all these people here. Tonight we had something planned, a very unique experience. We were all going to play Flat Earth Bingo together. There was going to be 200-300 people playing Flat Earth Bingo, and we were going to fucking have like an actual competition to see who wins and all that shit. But when I went to get the bingo cards, because I was going to send y'all all to a website, I realized that I hadn't set it up properly yet. So Sunday, we're going to be doing another show on Sunday, and Sunday, you guys we will be playing Flat Earth Bingo on Sunday. And it's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody will have a random bingo card. You'll be able to log on to from your computer or phone or whatever to play along with us. And I'll be able to see the winner, so you don't have to chime in. We're going to have people chime in, and whoever the first person to chime in when they win, that's going to be the winner of that round. We'll do that on Sunday, though. We'll do that on Sunday for sure. All right, so let's get to these last 3 super chats, and then I think we're going to bring Brainy Beaver on for a second. Soapy Cunn, €2. Up is what I'm never going to give you. Yeah, save those ups for your lady friends.
You up.
Say yeah. Oh. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I didn't read that. I didn't realize that until just now. Lucian Andrews, 10 Rons. Please don't read my super chat. Got you too. crying, halfway, sideways, sitting, smiling emoji face. Thanks, Lucian. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you making me look like a fucking idiot live. My favorite thing in the whole world to do. And then So Fucking What says for €5, and I'm going to pose this question to Flatten. If I teleport 2,000 light years away and look back at the Earth, would I see Jesus? You there, Flattened?
Yeah, you were breaking up. Could you say it again?
Yeah, if I teleport 2,000 light years away and look back at Earth, would I see Jesus?
Would you see what?
Jesus, 2,000 years ago.
Oh,
If you could see all the way to
I don't know, I
Earth, yeah.
suppose. Yeah, you probably, you might catch him at, what, 3 years old or something like that?
Well,
I'm having a really bad connection here.
I think what
happened.
I think what the question is really to ask you whether you believe Jesus actually existed or not.
Oh yeah, I believe Jesus existed. I mean, listen, the idea that that person existed and at the very least was involved in a religious uprising, or I'm sorry, religious revolution, there's no question. They found churches that were around like literally within 10 years after his, reported death. And the effect in that area was well known. The question is whether or not he rose from the dead. And I have my personal beliefs about that. But, this is a Flat Earth channel. I'm sorry, this is a Flat Earth debunk channel. I apologize. And I just don't see the relevance of trying to, I feel like we're going to go off topic. And that's another thing, if I don't believe in everything that the Flat Earther asks, I'm not qualified to comment on whether or not the Earth is flat or not. So, but yeah, we should at least acknowledge that something had to happen because the Romans were freaking out less than 100 years after Jesus had, been reported to have lived at that time. So.
Well, me, I'm
why
so I need to address someone in the chat.
Go ahead.
Les Moore in the chat is doubting that Geistview took these pictures himself. He literally did. With this is the tracking system that he uses. This is his telescope linked to it all, and these are images that he took himself with that equipment. So I'm sorry, but if you're just calling someone a straight up liar, then that's your issue because Geistview took these images himself.
I do like.
Dude, I don't even know if you guys were addressing me or not. So.
Oh, he was addressing.
Oh, sorry, I was talking to someone else there.
Yeah, he was addressing to. But I will say, Virillion says Team Skeptic got rickrolled. I guess I did there. Never gonna give you up. I did. I'm a rickroll. I've got rickrolled. All right, and then we have Galby 3000 for €2 or £2. Not all stars are suns; they need planets to be suns. I believe you were saying that. Was that right, Flatten?
And then went back into the chat.
I'm sorry. Oh, he must be having a hard time right now. Okay, and then Sigifredo Sarabia again with the trolling. I love the trolling, by the way. Why is sun yellow in space, but the lights are white? I don't get it. To me, I think
Actually, that's kind of backwards.
Yeah.
The sun looks yellow because it's going through a whole lot of atmosphere. Filters out the higher frequencies. Or the higher wavelengths. Up in space, it's pure white.
So let me get Brainy Beaver in here so we can harass the
Is
beaver.
he still having problems getting in?
Huh?
We can bring him in like
no.
half an hour.
No, I told him I'd bring him in, and then I've just been busy reading super chats. So here you go. I'll bring Brainy in. We won't turn his mic on though. We'll just leave it off so he sits there for the whole time going, "Guys, can you hear me? Guys,
I'll
can
be
you
back
hear
in
me?"
1 minute.
Oh, great! Look, you left you left some kind of I don't know who that's supposed to be. I know it is fight. It's a fight. That's what would be if Fight the Flat Earth, Anthony Riley, and JM Truth all got together and somehow or another they had a baby. What you see on screen would be that baby. Let me go right here. That is the offspring of Fight the Flat Earth. Flat Earth Aussie Jesus, you see him in there with the beard contribution. So, Fight the Flat Earth Aussie Jesus, JM Truth, and Anthony Riley. If all of them had babies that had babies, this would be the baby that came out from all of that. Eric Alluvium, Eric Alluvium. I guess it's supposed to be like aluminum, but with a V. Eric Alluvium. This dude is the most reasonable religious person I've heard in a long time. Bring him in for another discussion. Hey, look at that. You're already getting new fans there, Flattened. In fact, Flattened, you ought to share with me your channel so I can go ahead and share that to the audience. Chris Hoogan. Good morning for Australia, team and fight. I'm imagining you're saying good morning from Australia, and you're welcome, dude. Good morning to you, too. Try not to bump your head on the sky as you walk around upside down.
I'll just sit over here in the corner being chopped liver.
Right. What happened? What do you? Why'd you say that? You're not chopped liver. You're the voice.
I was just pointing out the fact that he said hi to you too.
That what?
That he only said hi to you. I've kind of become a staple over here for some reason.
Oh, that he only said hi
sorry,
to me and Craig. Oh.
Yeah.
I think we need to talk about this Lesmore guy because he is literally straight out calling Geistview a liar here. Sean, do you want to back me up?
Well, let me see if Geistview is available.
Yeah, that'd be great. We can bring guys.
I mean, I'm not making it up. He made it. This was the equipment that he used to take those images. And
actually,
you can deny it all you want, but this is his own personal images. I mean, this one in particular, if you can actually look at NASA's Pillars of Creation, and it's this from a different, a different version of it. You can see the dog's head and everything. This is images that he took with his own equipment. You can call him a liar as much as you want, but that's pretty much all you've got is just calling him a liar. He took those images.
It's pretty incredible.
What's up, MA2
Yeah,
Fletcher Eisler? How you doing, man? Did you just get here? I haven't seen you in the chat. What's up, Brainy? Was that Brainy?
I'm good, except I have to fix an echo. So give me 1 second.
Echo! Everyone stay stuff so we get
It's only on my end. It's going through the face rig, I think.
And then we have fucking Bob the Science Guy is in the fucking chat. What's up, Bob? How you doing?
The living legend.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man, fucking this is turning out to be an actually interesting panel here. May have to bring Bob on here and have a real fucking debunker.
Yeah, I'm really annoyed that. I'm really quite annoyed that Geistview's just being called an outright liar here.
Oh, gentlemen, I'm back. Technical difficulty.
No
hey,
worries.
also, Flatten, share your link with me via email, your channel link, so I can go ahead and put that in the chat. Some people are asking for it.
What, the link to my channel?
Yeah, your YouTube channel.
Okay, no problem. It'll be a few minutes though.
Yeah, take your time. People are just interested, so. All right, Bob.
Thank you for the invite. I wasn't fishing for one when I sent you the $2, but I'll gladly take one.
No, Brainy, you can't pull that excuse on me. I know you.
No,
I'm not
I'm fishing
faulting
every
you.
other time. I feel like I might one day be important too. It was pertinent at the time, damn it.
Doubt it.
I keep telling you guys I'm prettier than all of you. I'm just kidding.
Beaver, I'm going to say you try both because we are so used to you saying, "Let me in. I need some attention." That we let you in and give you attention. That's the standard nowadays.
Hey,
it's the only way. I have to beg.
Craig, I'll send you Bob's invite. He said send it to him via Twitter. I'll send it to you.
Okie dokie.
and then you can.
It's one of your more endearing features, Beaver. Just saying. We can depend on you for that.
All right, and Bob, you have an invite on. Discord, but also have an invite on coming up through push my internet connection because right now we're pushing pretty hard.
Oh, I can just turn my video off too. That will help you probably.
No, it doesn't bother me because that's input. It only
does it not help at all?
Output. No, I mean, it doesn't slow me down when you input me video. All right, Renee Huffline. I hope I said that right because there's that damn umlaut there. Yes, I hope I said that right as too. Could flat earthing just be a symptom of some mental illness making people incapable of understanding three-dimensional reality? Maybe these people just need some professional help. Some of them do.
Yes.
But I honestly don't think. Hold on. Yeah, it says. Okay, we're getting buffering problems. Let's see.
The
What you get for living in a terrible rural country.
Right.
Yeah, that might explain why I was having so much trouble too.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna see. Okay, it says seems fixed now. And I got an excellent connection. Okay, great. So, yes, I do believe that some flat earthers are mentally unstable. I think that Arwen's one, 33UC is one.
I don't even have 1,000 subscribers.
Oh God, that was so hilarious. That was so hilarious. I've been doing this. Oh my God, that was the first thing I thought when Jose came into. Well, when Jose came into my chat the other day and started doing that, the first thing I thought about was Arwen. I was like, wow.
Hold on, Skeptic. I've actually talked to Jose to try to help him along so he doesn't, shoot himself in the foot by doing things like that. I've actually talked to him tonight about that. So hopefully he'll get back on the straight and narrow and start promoting his own channel instead of coming to other channels and dogging on them.
Right. Did you see where he tried to challenge me and fight the flat Earth? Did you see that video?
He was calling, fight the flat Earth out. I'm calling you out, FTFE.
Yeah.
Calling me out for what?
I didn't get it either. I was like, what? You were like, chill out, dude. That's all you said back to him.
I gave him advice tonight. It's not like he's going to follow through with it, and his channel will only improve for it. So hopefully he follows through.
Yeah, don't go full G-man. Don't be just starting random hangouts and saying, well, if you're not coming in within the 5 next minutes, then you're a pussy.
Well, no, he was starting to go the full Arwen route, and I hope that my getting a hold of him today kind of prevents that, because I don't want to see Jose destroy himself like that.
I mean, you can only be gracious for other people if they take their time in their channel to help promote you. You can't go there and be like, F you, you haven't given me any help, because now you're not going to get any fucking help. I can tell you that much. That's the wrong approach. That's for sure. God's so silent. I just break the room. What the fuck has happened?
Hey, maybe I can help this one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Les is really asking. He says, "Is the waveform local or universal?" Is he asking if there is a universal waveform?
The closest thing I can imagine is that all particles follow a certain frequency or derive from a certain fundamental frequency. That is the closest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I mean, if he's talking about the universal wave function in quantum mechanics,
I had myself muted for a while. Yes, I don't understand what that question is. What was the question? What did Les Moore post? I can't find it in the chat.
I'll ask one question if you can't answer it. Is the wave function local or universal? I mean, that doesn't even make sense as a question.
No, it does. It's universal.
Well, yeah, I don't think the way he's asking it makes sense.
There's two ways of looking at that. If you look at it through the Copenhagen interpretation, and the waveform is a localization, or a particle is a localization of the waveform. But honestly, I believe that the waveform is universal. There's a universal waveform for or wave function, not waveform, wave function. I don't know why I'm saying waveform.
Wave function, sorry, yeah.
Wave function, yeah. There's a universal wave function for every particle. We're all part of one universal wave function.
Yes.
And how does that question disprove that Geistview took this image with his own equipment? I want you to type in the chat that straight up that Geistview is a liar, because if you're saying that, then you've got issues. You just straight up calling someone a liar for no reason. You know, I'm not. He's not making up. This is his equipment that he's spent a whole bunch of fucking money on. You know, here is him tracking the points in the sky that he wants to then take the images of, and here is the images that he has collected. I want you to straight up say in the chat that Geistview is a liar, or shut the fuck up.
Lisa Irwin, less is more. How you doing, Lisa? I don't think I've ever addressed you before, but you're always around. Appreciate it. And also, Rodent, no last name, with the Leslie Moorcock. Oh. Well, at least Team Skeptic is up to par. Thank you, Les. I appreciate it. I know people are ragging on you right now. I don't personally take any offense to what anybody says. So, yes, I'm up to par on my quantum mechanics because I actually studied quantum mechanics. That's why I asked the guy last night. Was it last night or was it 2 nights ago? The Howard guy, when he said, was it Howard or was it no? Because it wasn't Hip Hop Hippie. Because I would have known I would have known that he didn't.
I thought Howard was Hip Hop Hippie.
No, I think it was. I think it was the Howard guy.
It was Howard.
He said something about the duality of light. And first off, there's no such thing as a duality of light. The wave function describes the way a particle will move through space over a certain amount of time. That just tells you what the probability is you're going to find the particle in this particular place at this particular time, given everything else that can interfere with it. That's what it's all about.
Lesmore is basically saying that based on how light propagates, it's impossible that he took these images.
Can I try to eliminate this?
For you, Skeptic. So what you're saying is there's probability light?
Yes.
Exactly.
Here's the thing with that. You can't have those nice, clear, pretty images with those nice, clear, pretty dots all over that image with random probabilities that don't come from actual objects in the sky. You see what I'm saying? If it's an improbable, and I'm being casual here with my use of the language, but I'm trying to dumb it down to the flat earthers that are trying to undermine the work here. You can't have it show consistent over and over and over, guys.
1 minute ago, he validated the fact that he is outright stated he's a liar. There you go, Greg.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, and Demonic
Davros,
one of my favorite people on the internet, says the duality of light is a probability function. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let me give you guys just
Bob decides guy's logged in. Is he muted?
Oh, no, he's available. Oh, hey, Bob, how you doing today, sir?
Hey, guys, how are you tonight? Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Now, Bob,
hello to Northern Michigan.
I'm going to ask you a question, Bob. I'm going to ask you a question regarding light, okay? And I'm going to give you one. I'm going to give you
the beginning of eternity for a question.
I'm going to give you a scenario, and I want you to tell me what the outcome is going to be. Okay, 2 different scenarios. One, that light is a wave. Okay. Now let's say we have a bunch of gas inside of a container, and we put energy in the form of photons into the container. All right.
Yeah.
Now, if light was a wave, what should we see?
I don't know. You'd have to ask a physicist.
That's okay.
You may see.
At least you're admitting that you're not a physicist. Okay.
No,
well,
I'm not.
No.
Craig's a physicist.
Unlike James.
Well, I don't want to make Craig look bad because I know he won't get this right. But anyway, we'll go ahead. Craig, time to look bad.
Quantum physics isn't my forte.
No, it has nothing to do with quantum physics. It has to do with whether or not light is a particle or whether light is a particle or a wave or both.
Well, it's both.
Isn't it both? Yeah, that's what I thought it was both.
Well, it's a probability wave.
It behaves as
a probability,
both.
right?
It behaves,
Yeah, it behaves
like
as
a
both.
wave.
Yes.
But it's not. If it was a wave, and I'll just give you guys the answer, okay? Let's say we have a bunch of particles of gas inside of a container, and light is a wave. So we put what we consider the energy for one photon in. Now that, of course, by the 1 over distance squared law, it will drop off, right? Well, if we put it into all the gas, that means the light is going to all the gas, but it's all going to all the gas at a small amount of energy. So what happens when light hits or interacts with an electron? Does anybody on the panel know this?
Isn't there like a photoelectric effect or some crap?
That's how we know light's a particle. But let me explain. Okay, so if we put in a wave of energy, then what will happen is all the particles inside of all the electrons that are attached to all the atoms of the gas will absorb some portion of that energy. Now, when an electron absorbs energy, it jumps up to a higher orbital shell. Yeah, orbital shell, and it emits a photon. Okay.
Cool.
So
that's the
what ends up
photoelectric effect, isn't it?
That's the photoelectric effect. That's how we know, because if light was truly a wave, then what we would see is we would see a bunch of particles being emitted, a bunch of new photons being emitted, because a little bit of all that energy from that we put into it would go to each of the gases. But what we do see is, let's say we put in just enough energy for one photon, then that one photon will kick one electron off, and that one electron will be kicked off with the energy that you could go back and calculate the energy of the photon coming in based on the energy of the electron being kicked out. Okay, so if it was a wave, you wouldn't see one photon, you would see a bunch of photons, a bunch of low energy photons. Because it's a particle, the photon hits one electron and ejects that or hits one atom, the atom absorbs the energy, the electron jumps up in orbital shell, kicks off the photon, and that's what we see. We see only one photon coming off. So we know that light is simply a particle. But you can't just say that. You have to treat it like its probability of location is based on wave mechanics. So even though it's a particle, you still have to treat it like it goes along every path and interferes with itself.
Right. I asked Les more directly.
So are you saying?
I asked Les more directly how, why is it impossible that these images were taken? And his answer was, look at the photos. Maybe you would like to buy the London Bridge. I'll offer you a fair price, ship it from Lake Havasu at no cost. No, Les, answer the actual question.
Well,
please tell me why it is impossible.
Hey, Les Moore, how about this? Sunday, I'm not sure if I can have it arranged by Sunday, but maybe Sunday I can get in touch with Geistview and see if Geistview would like to come on and have a discussion with you about these pictures. Because I didn't take
Let
the
me ask
pictures.
him right now.
Yeah, I mean, if he's available right now, he can come on, and Les Moore can, by all means, can ask any question he'd like. Let's see.
But right now, he's just calling Geistview a liar without any explanation or reason why.
B-Boy J Boogie says, when Team Skeptic explains shit I've never heard before, I get a boner. Let's see, Demonic Davros.
Hey,
have you seen the
what
Golden
did
Leaf
he call
experiment?
Geistview a liar about anyhow? I didn't get that part.
These pictures that I'm showing were all taken by Geistview.
You mean
All
the
of them.
galaxies there?
Yep, taken with this setup.
Okay.
That's what he's using. And every single one of those images I've been showing, he took personally himself. And Les Moore's just straight up calling him a liar, saying that he didn't take any of them. But no, this is his own personal images that he's done.
To say that, does Les Moore?
Because they don't believe that telescopes
aren't real.
They don't believe telescopes do what telescopes do. That's essentially the only reason.
Yeah, I know. He tried to challenge me on something the other day. I don't even remember what it was. And then he muted me, so I've got no idea what he's about. But I mean, for fuck's sake.
Are you going to answer the question?
What's the problem with
Les Moore, answer the actual question. Yeah.
Well, they just don't believe that telescopes
direct
actually
question
do
to you,
that.
Les
They've never
Moore.
bothered to use one.
I'm thinking, and
Les
this
Moore.
is only me guessing at what Les Moore's trying to say. Okay, I think Les Moore is doing what Orphan Red did and saying, because there's no observer at the when the light is emitted, it's only a probability wave. It's never going to be a photon, a photon that you could capture and measure with something like a telescope. But that's not right. But I'm just assuming that that's. Go ahead.
But is that not
Hey,
the whole
guys,
tree
I just
falling
have
and
to-
all
Things
bullshit?
fall down.
Hold on, everybody.
Can
Go
we-
ahead.
Can I ask an naive question here?
Okay, guys, he was on his way to the chat right now.
All right, good.
All
deal.
right.
Can I-
Hey,
can I-
can Les
can I
Moore
ask
tell
him-
us why things fall to the ground?
No, he can't. What you saying, Flattened?
Okay, well, he's got no business talking about galaxies. If he can't figure out a basic law of motion, he's got no business discussing quantum physics or galaxies. When he can get the basics done, we can talk more advanced stuff.
So let's Geisty is about to join the chat.
Okay.
I'll see about getting him on the call if possible, but his connection's kind of wonky with where he lives, so he might not be able to actually join a call, but hopefully he can.
Okay, hey, I do want to correct myself on one thing because Alto Eager, he actually did. They corrected me, and you're 100% right. So when the photon comes in and interacts with the atom, the electron jumps to a higher state, but then it only emits the photon when it comes back to its lower state. That is something I forgot to. It was a step I was leaving out.
Are you talking about when an electron would drop
Geist
back
is in chat
into
now.
the probability well, and then release a photon based on the amount of energy that's lost?
Okay, Les Moore, Geistview is in chat now. Would you like to call him a liar to his face?
Okay. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Let's get everybody. Let's get to one point. Hey, Flattened. I'm gonna drop you out of. I was gonna say I'm gonna. Well, okay, yeah. Can you? I'm gonna mute your mic for a little bit until the end of the thing, just so you can kind of sit back and listen to us talk about it. But I just don't want too many people trying to overtalk everybody. Definitely not saying that you're the least valuable person here. I just want you to know that I'm going to be muting you for a little bit. Okay.
Oh,
All right, I am the least valuable thing here. I am the least valuable person here, so I'm going to go on mute unless I'm asked a question directly.
Oh, Bob, no, you're welcome to continue to talk. That's why I muted them so that you could have a chance to speak as well. Okay,
Yeah,
so
but I'm going to stay on mute for the most part.
And Skeptic Geist is moving to a better location for his reception, so he can actually join the call.
okay, great. Here, in fact, Sean, let me give you a join link for him, so you can go ahead and give that to him as well.
All right.
Just
see if my phone
have
can
it said,
handle
by the
copy
way,
pasting.
for people that I know they exist, the people that claim that telescopes are programmed to make pictures where there's some pictures already in the databases and shit. There's a thing called grinding your own lenses. You can build your own telescope, relatively inexpensive, and it's not extremely difficult to do, but it is quite time consuming to grind your lenses. But if someone actually wanted to know whether or not there's some grand conspiracy going on, and you don't have the ability to go through the codes on telescopes that have software to do auto tracking and that kind of thing, just grind your own telescope. A few $100. Grind your own lenses. Build your own telescope.
You know, for us
use the
old
stars.
parts that had telescopes in the 70s, we didn't have computers on them. We just kind of had like a telescopic sight, like a gun sight on it. You kind of pointed it at the moon or a general location. There was no electronics on it. It still showed Jupiter and the moons.
It's coming in now, guys.
Yeah, you can still find those.
Oh,
There you go, guys.
Russian vids
Just
is
click on
saying
that
that they
and go
don't
to join.
exist anymore, but he's wrong.
Russian vids is irrelevant at this point. He's just so like nobody even pays attention to him anymore. He has all those subscribers and not a single damn person watches his videos. B-Ball for Life says 33 UC just got booted off of Dead Kennedy's live stream. Yeah, good job, Dead Kennedy. I'm glad Dead Kennedy.
I thought that would happen.
Well, got put the size 15s to that little jackass's asshole. Josh just played you for $2. Get Mr. Sensible in. He's another newish debunker. Hey, is he in the chat? That's one day. You know what? We need to do that one day. Fight the Flat Earth. We just
He's a
need to
good
have,
guy.
oh yeah, Mr. Sensible's awesome. I've had some conversation with him. He's an awesome dude. But we need to have that one day. Just have a bunch of like smaller
Guys is in.
channels come in.
The newer guys.
Okay.
In.
Oh,
Yeah.
let me. Okay, guys,
Unirock's
what's happening,
another one.
man? How you doing?
Good yourself? Can you hear me?
Yeah, doing good. I'm gonna.
Yes.
Well, I guess since your camera's not really focused on you, I'll just leave you on audio only.
No, yeah. I don't know how to turn the camera off for this V call thing, so I kind of got a towel wrapped around the part of my phone that is the camera.
Okay. Maybe next time I'll help you out. Hey, you don't have to worry about that. You're not going out to the audience for sure. Just so you know, it's still the people in the call would be able to see. Well, I'm the only person that would be able to see you, to be honest with you. But It's
Well,
up to you.
I'm just
You
going
can,
just in case something happens.
Okay, yeah, not a problem.
Hey, so
And-
guys, for you, there's a guy in the chat called Lesmore who is straight up calling you a liar and saying you didn't take these images. What is your response?
To the guy, is he in the chat?
Yes.
Yeah, Lesmore, he's in the chat.
Oh, so people can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, he can hear you. He can hear you.
Okay, Lesmore, how is it fake and how am I lying?
Oh, he won't answer that. He's a coward.
Yeah. His closest answer was his closest thing to an answer was just look at the picture. That's how he's determining it as fake.
So,
In before
Lesmore,
TGI
tell me
because
how.
it has to be.
Lesmore, tell me how it's fake.
All right. Well, hey, while he's answering that question, because there's a delay between us and the chat, let me get to these last three super chats. Because yeah, Josh just played you. Get Mr. Sensible in, and then I saw they and them. A Marvel Girls, yeah, she needs to come in too because she's a creator as well, and she helps out with my channel quite a bit. So maybe next time, yeah, I think that's what we should do. Fight the Flatters. We should just have one day. We just bring on all the smaller channels and give all of them some exposure because. I know how hard it is.
Absolutely.
You know how hard it is. You know, we all started out
Yeah.
with a small ass channel. So okay, so
And to
crossbred
everybody-
mushing. I'm sorry.
And to everybody, hello in the chat.
What? I'm sorry. Did you just say hello to everybody in the chat? It kind of came out
Yes.
fast.
Yes.
Okay. Great. So guys, if you just said hello, everybody. All right, crossbred mushing, 3 Aussie dollars. I can't understand you guys when you're upside down. Sorry, crossbred. Let me fix that for you, and so that you can properly hear me say thank you.
Now I'm going to take this opportunity to say that, guys, you've been sending me and a couple groups these pictures that you've been taking over the last few days. They are phenomenal. I love them.
Absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
It
badass
takes
shit.
sitting out there in the nighttime getting eaten up by mosquitoes and get that kind of photography. It's not something where you can take a P900 and stick it on a tripod and point it at one of these things and get your photograph. Some of these things take me 10 tries sitting out there for 600 seconds getting exposures.
Are you
And
using a
then when you get it, you
CCD?
might see a time. Huh?
Are you using a CCD?
Do what now? I'm using a cold
camera.
I mean, yes, I'm using a CCD to get these.
Nice.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's so faint. It's hard to. When you look at them through this through the telescope through eyepiece, it's basically like a you would call, it's like a fuzzy blob kind of thing. You really don't get much definition. What you need to do is have the telescope looking at this particular part of the sky. For, like I said, for some most time I do it for I do it 10 times, and each time could be 600 seconds to 800 seconds each. So you're talking about 8,000 seconds worth of exposure time. And the telescopes that I use, either it's a refractor or my cast screen, the telescope has to look at this part of the sky for a long time to this kind of imagery. And then you basically got to take all your images and you got to get rid of things like clouds or an airplane comes through or something like that interrupts the photography.
And one of the first pictures you sent me, I absolutely loved was because I think you actually caught a geosynchronous satellite in it. Have you tracked that down yet?
No, got interested in it and I kind of got distracted and then I kind of just it's in there rhythms or problems. So, but I'm not going to take those kind of things and Photoshop those things out because people like this dude right here can say, well, he Photoshopped something out because there's a spot right here that's got this, something's been removed. That's not how it works.
I don't know if Craig's got that picture, but I don't know if Craig's got that picture now because I love it so much. I'm going to send it to him so he can actually put it on full screen so people can see it if you don't mind.
Okay, I don't know, Craig. I can't see really what's on the screen here because I'm looking at basically my cell phone. I got the bear in the
That's your
left-hand
dog
corner.
one
Okay, I got
picture.
Okay, yeah, that documentary. That's the Craig. I sent you the Hubble imagery of this. You remember?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll just scroll
Okay.
up and get that as well.
You don't have to show it right now. What I'm trying to say here is, everybody, just with decent gear, a good telescope, a good color CCD camera, you can get this kind of imagery. The camera itself is about over $1,000, just the camera, and the telescope is another $1,600 or $2,000 on top of that, plus the laptops, the tracking camera, the tracking monochrome camera. But I don't know if Craig, can you zoom in on that? That photograph you have on there? I'll try to get to the dog.
No, team would be able to zoom in on that through his bit.
Okay.
Wait,
If I'm
what part
stepping
would
on
you want me
anybody
to
on
do?
here, I apologize.
What did you want me to do, guys?
Okay, if you
zoom in on the image.
yeah, like I said, I'm barely seeing us. Yeah, if you zoom in, do you know what I'm talking about by the dog?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, if you zoom in on the dog, and everybody in the chat, if you want to on your cell phones, go to the Pillars of Creation Hubble telescope, and I'm basically confirming what the Hubble telescope sees, but the Hubble telescope sees something in different ways the camera can pick up, that more definition. But I'm the same dog basically barking at the pillar.
Okay, I'm about to zoom in on it
Confirming
right
what
now.
NASA is confirming what Hubble shows. People do this all over the place.
Right there, right?
I think we're still seeing Craig.
Right now, on myself.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Right there.
I can't. On my cell phone, I have 3 different windows popped. Something popped up, and I don't know how to move anything around here.
Yeah, Sean, you know what I'm looking at, right? This is what he's talking about, the dog's head.
I think so. I'm not familiar with that nebula. But it does kind of resemble one.
I'm pretty sure I have it up on screen for everybody, though, guys.
Oh, okay.
You were saying that you can find that in the Pillars of Creation?
Okay, if Craig wants to pull the creation image.
Let me get that one. The dog is the bit in the kind of top right. You can see like the head of the dog there. Let me just get the Pillar of Creation one.
Basically, it's barking up a pole. If you you got to rotate it a little bit, clockwise. But I do apologize if I'm in here and stepping on this conversation or what's going on beforehand. I can't tell what's here. I got different things on my screen.
That's the NASA Pillars of Creation image.
See what I'm talking about? Why the dog looks like a cocker spaniel barking up a pole.
Oh yeah. I see it now. Okay.
Okay. What's on my cell phone? That's my imagery, and the other one imagery in nebula. But the Hubble has better cameras, so it doesn't have to worry about atmosphere. It can look in different wavelengths. Now you would see it through my camera, and my telescope. And if a second here, I'm gonna. Hopefully, I don't see out of this thing or whatever it is, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the. So for people who want exactly what's. Go ahead.
And this was one of the other images that that you took, and one that Sean just sent me, and that's absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Right now, I can't see it right now.
It's the horse head that you uploaded. That I pointed out that you actually caught a satellite going across the 10 different sets that you had. If you zoom in right at the center, there's a.
Gotcha.
The horse head looks like it's looking right at it. It's the second star to the left from the horse head.
I'm zooming
it's
in.
almost dead center of the screen. You'll see a straight line. If you zoom in on it, you'll actually see it's a bunch of dots while he was doing his time lapses when he stacked the images.
You said the second star, right?
Yeah. See that stream or that string of that line of light?
Oh yeah, I do. Right there. 1, 2, right there. Right.
There's actually 10 dots there where he did his 10 sets.
Wow, that's crazy. I might have to zoom out so people can see that actually. Oh no, I guess.
Okay, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I use different kind of telescopes, but my two primaries, my 8-inch Cassegrain is an Celestron HD 8-inch Cassegrain. I also use an Explorer Scientific ED102 FCD-100 that telescope. And my primary camera that I use for photography is a ZWO AS1294 MC Pro CMOS camera. It's a color camera. It's also a cool down camera. So it'll drop down, I can get it down to 20 degrees below the ambient temperature, so the sensor vibrates even less. So I like doing my photography. Well, of course, at nighttime is when you get your best shots, but you can also do kind of dusk. But you want to do it late in the evening when the air starts getting cold. So I get my camera sensor down even colder, so it vibrates the least, so I get my nice clear imagery. My tracking camera is a ZWO AS1290 monochrome, and basically everything sits on a Celestron AVX mount. So that's my very basic setup. And I use two laptops. One laptop is for tracking. Sorry.
No. Sorry, my bad.
No, I just, like I said, if I'm stepping on a conversation that came in, but somebody's calling me a liar, so. But I can't talk to the dude. He's basically.
What I was gonna say, I mean, to support you, I mean, I have a little Meade. It's one of the original ones where you'd like no GPS, but you'd put it down, you'd point it north and like level, and then it would like you tell it where you were on the planet, and it would be like, I think the brightest star is over here, and you would aim it using the stars in the sky, and then after that it was pretty good. You'd be like Saturn, and it would be like, oh yeah, it's over here. And I've seen Saturn, you know, I've looked at it, I've zoomed in, I've seen the ring and everything. It was pretty small for me because of my tiny little 70 millimeter aperture. So when I see somebody with an awesome rig, and I see these kinds of photos, I mean, I'm very aware that that's possible. I've seen planets. I've seen Jupiter's red spot. It was not red. It was black and white, but that's light for you.
Yeah, I sent Craig a while back a photograph of Jupiter. My setup is not really, I'm not really set up for planetary. Mine's mostly set up for long exposures of deep sky stuff. That's what I basically go after. Some days it's... Right now, I got my cell phone out. My screen went black on me, so I'm basically just kind of letting it do its thing. But yeah, I don't know what you guys are showing, but like I said, I can do Saturn, I can do Jupiter, I can do things like that. But like I said, I got my camera and everything pretty much set up for deep sky stuff, where I take very long exposures. Basically, telescopes like a Cassegrain or a Newtonian. They're basically just big light buckets. You want as many photons hitting on that CCD for as long as possible, and that's how you get your nice clear shots. Now, sometimes I come out here, like last night, I want to do some of the Orion Nebula again, and really hasn't much been weathered down here in Central California where I'm at. So basically the air is really stale with pollution and stuff from the Central Valley, which kind of floats around where I'm at. So last night's imagery really didn't come out that good. It was kind of blurry. The stars were all kind of misaligned. But anyways, yeah, to this dude in the background where we're saying shit's fucking fake, dude, get your own shit. Get away from those fucking P900s and P1000s. Get a really good setup and basically point that shit in a part of the sky and take very long exposures, and you get exactly what I get. I've just been practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing.
Hey, I do want to point out that I have...
guys, if you're ever in Norway with that equipment, I'll drive you wherever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll put this thing on... If I put this stuff on the airplane, man, I put that... My fucking Cassegrain, I got that shit so fucking dialed in, I'm afraid to even pick it up to take so I'm not fucking mislanding shit. So.
Well, John Everyman, and I've been waiting to do this for a while, so I'm just gonna butt in and do it, and then y'all can get right back to it. $2. You should call this Friday night flatardery. Yeah, we could do that. We could do some kind of Friday flatardness where we just kind of laugh at him a little bit, I guess, but. Timo says, hey, team, make the polar beaver do the sex dance. Do it.
What's the sex dance? What am I gonna do? Just swing myself around?
No, that sounds about right. You asking what the sex dance is absolutely sounds right.
Hey, Beaver, Brainy Beaver, where are you at in Canada? If I may ask.
I'm outside Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Okay, so you're. I was about to say next spring I'm going to be moving from California to Alaska, and I thought if you were in British Columbia I might stop by and say hi, but you're way.
Holy shit, you're gonna be a long way away from me, yeah.
Yeah, thank goodness he's in Winnipeg, ain't that right?
Oh, he's going somewhere colder than where I am. You think Winnipeg?
I don't think you got the joke there, Brainy.
Oh, well,
I said thank God he lives in Winnipeg, so now he doesn't.
But I gotta say, guys,
exactly.
I gotta say, guys,
don't get me wrong.
I gotta say, guys, thank you for showing up on absolutely no notice. But I don't feel right defending your stuff, and I know that you are more than ready to jump all over somebody who's saying your stuff is fake. So
yeah, I jumped in kind of thinking he was actually in the debunking or what he basically was talking in the he wasn't in the chat, so I was getting all ready for a face. Not I want to say face to face.
I wouldn't have a problem bringing him on to have a conversation with you, as long as he's planning on being civil. Les Moore, if you would like to come on and just ask your questions, you're more than welcome to. We question everybody here. We want everybody to be right. We want everybody to have the right information. But if you want to come on and ask Guys Few a couple questions or question his observations, you're more than welcome to do that. But I don't think it's going to work out for you because I'm pretty sure Guys Few knows his shit.
Only pretty
sure, Guys Few. Only pretty sure.
What size? If you go to Fight the Flat Earth's last thing with 4D Earth or what the fuck his name was, and he has a pin there from what the fuck his name is. Fight the Flat Earth knows who this dude is. But anyways, he's basically saying my shit's fake also. Yeah, so I basically told him I wasn't expecting a reply back, but it's like I told the dude for $10,000. So he's calling me a fucking liar. Everything I do is fake. Blah 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 blah.
Scotty Storm.
Everything's being Scotty Storm, and everything's programmed into the camera and blah blah blah. And I told him for $10,000, I will go on live on stream. He can watch me do this live. And I will take out my telescope and I will get everything set up to go up to the Orion Nebula, which is the very colorful one everybody likes so much. I will set everything up to do the Orion Nebula on stream, but I will put a towel over the front of my telescope. If Scotty's correct, the telescope doesn't know it's covered by a towel. So by Scotty's logic, I should get a Orion Nebula popping up on my computer screen, and that will prove Scotty Storm right. So there's a $10,000 challenge out there. I will go on. I will go on.
I will show the digital telescope that is designed to show you cartoons in certain areas of the sky that NASA has programmed into it as proof. Lol.
Russian Vid said the same thing to me about my telescope. Hey, Geisty, what's the resolution of those pictures that you take?
They big.
Yeah, they're big.
They're big?
You talking about megapixel wise? You talking about megapixel wise?
No, I meant resolution in the sense of like the size of the image. Who do I have to blow to get a copy of one or two of those?
Me.
You talking about the full res imagery?
Yeah.
You talking about the full res? You'll have to kind of hit me up on Twitter because I'm kind of leery about giving out my full frame stuff without my watermarks burned into them. Because right now
that's fine with me.
I may want to start trying to sell this stuff, and I don't need my stuff floating around. People taking it and making it their own and selling it for themselves. So right now, if somebody wants to contact,
hey guys, you do have a few people asking in the chat where they can see these photos. So I don't know if you want to get something set up to where you can actually show them off with a watermark. But there is interest in these photos.
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys because that's some beautiful stuff there.
The thing is, everybody. The thing is, all the photographs I put out there on, I've been giving to everybody, everything is watermarked in different spots, and it's very faint, and I'm not telling everybody where it's at, but I got them kind of burned into certain areas. That way, if I see it and I can zoom in, I can basically see if my shit's there or not. But I think I'll make a dedicated Twitter account or something like that just to post these images. Because right now I just kind of share it internally amongst our. I was sharing externally to like Astronomy Live and some other people who got interested.
Now
And then
I want the watermark. I'm going to hunt for this guy.
you're not going to find it. You're not going to find it.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
Well,
yeah, guys, I'll talk to you. My purposes were purely just personal. I didn't have any intention to put them online or anything like that. So
No.
Well, I mean, I can give you the stuff that I've been.
My intention
No,
is
we'll talk. I
Where's
get the
Wally
whole
thing.
Yeah, I'll get a hold of you.
Brady, just get with. Brady, just get with me on Twitter, and I will see the same stuff I've been sending to everybody else.
Yeah, cool.
My intentions on finding this watermark is purely a whole "Where's Wally" kind of thing. Just
Yeah, you're not going to find it. I got that shit burned in and mixed in with other things, so good luck.
So now he's on the hunt.
Challenge accepted.
Is it like
But,
beer cans in Canada used to have a little snowboarder silhouette somewhere on the mountain, so you'd always see people sitting there with their beer cans in the bar looking intently at their mountain. People that didn't know would be like, "What are you doing?" You're like, "I'm trying to find the Yeti," because there's a little guy with a snowboard somewhere on the mountain.
But the thing is, though, everybody in the chat who actually cares about this kind of stuff, like I say, if you just go out there and get decent equipment, even if I started out with a simple 5-inch Newtonian that I got when I was living in Barstow, California, and I was getting nice Saturn and stuff like that, and that kind of wetted my whistle about this whole thing. And then I left for 2 years, and I came back, and I had flash cash, so I got serious about this. There was a guy down when I headed to town who, I guess, how I caught. Fuck, I can't talk right now. But he basically, his property got my attention because he had one of those outside his house kind of observatory kind of half-dome things. And I thought it was a thing for water stores like that. But no, actually, he had it turned one day where I could see the opening where his telescope set up. I just drove up and asked him, hey, what about this, this, and this? How do you do this? What do you recommend for first-timers? So he kind of gave me a list, and I went out and got the high-end stuff on his list, and I basically just started snapping shit. And I was kind of screwing up for a while because my tracking was off or I wasn't doing it long enough. And then I started getting really good imagery, and I just kind of took a lot of notes and learned what I was doing. But yeah, people, the camera is about $1,000. The telescope's about $1,600. And then you're talking about the tracking telescope, which is probably another, the tracking camera, another $800, $500, depending on where you buy it at. And then you just basically go out and just practice. But you're not going to get this shit by just taking, a P900 or P1000, just pointing at the sky and go, oh, I can't get the same shit that Geistview has, so he's lying. Yeah, that's not how it works.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Geistview, just so you know, I would literally pay you for one of those pictures. There's a spot in my bedroom that I've been saving for a decent picture, and I would honestly pay you for one of those high-res images to put in a frame on my wall.
No, I was thinking the same thing. Don't worry.
I gave everybody the specs of the gear that I use, the cameras, the telescopes, and stuff like that. So you can kind of figure out what the resolution is by the CCT die. But the thing is, though, if I pull the camera, if I pull off the camera and put the eyepiece on, it works just like a normal telescope. I just put I take off the eyepiece, I put on the adapter, I put on a filter. For light pollution, whatever. If I want to get different wavelengths, if I want to get, wavelengths, get better imagery, especially around here, I got to use light pollution filters a lot, and I also have a shield on the front that kind of block light from coming in from the side. But anyways, I just slap the camera on there, and I point at part of the sky. I put the tracker on it, make sure everything's all lined up, and I take a series of test photos, make sure everything's lined up, and then I just start going to my sessions where I just there's a photograph I gave to Fight the Flat Earth. Kind of shows my computer setup, and you can see the left one is the tracking computer, and one on the right is what the camera sees. You can see I don't know which one I gave to him, but you can see on the far right looks like a pause button. It's saying like 300, and it's saying like 300 300/800. Yeah, it'll basically gives you how long it's in. That's how many seconds the exposure's been looking at that one particular part of the sky. So I think the one I showed you is like it's like 300 some odd seconds. So I just set it for 800 seconds. It does what it does, and then it stops, and then it starts all over again for another 800 seconds, stops, does it all over again. So you're talking about 8,000 worth of seconds. Do a program that basically filters out all the crap, and basically it's called stacking, makes the images on top of each other. And once you get all those images on top of each other, then that's how you get your nice clean shot.
Can we get a straight answer from Les about this one thing? Would you be willing to have a discussion with Geistview on this topic at some point? An actual talking back and forth instead of talking from one person and chatting the other. Simple yes or no. Are you willing to have a discussion on this topic with Geistview?
All right, and while
I don't think
he
you can answer simple questions.
while he answers that simple question, yes, Rodent Note last name. I am angry typing because, listen, guys, I want to show y'all something. It's back to doing its good old funny dunny business. This hello chat enter.
Oh.
Boom! Whole bunch of mankinis.
And that
look,
only ever
guys,
happens to you. NASA confirmed.
listen, hold on, listen. I'm gonna angry type one letter. Okay, one letter. You hear that? Angry type one letter. Enter. God damn, a whole bunch of mankinis came out. The number one. Enter. Mankinis. They love those mankinis, I swear to God. Adding the
Type
mankini...
666, see what happens.
Oh, God, watch it. It would be so awesome if a bunch of devils happened. Oh, no. Okay,
Nope.
so...
I just want to know from Dipshit how he knows they are fake.
No, he says they're false. He
Oh,
says
he-
use the right word. False,
Yeah,
not
he's-
fake.
He's
Okay,
correct,
so
they're
how are they
false, not
false?
fake,
Yeah.
and you're a liar.
So how are they false, and how am I a liar?
Well, the same reason they're
spit it
always
out, dude.
false, because reasons, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Now I'm not sure if he's a
if-
flat earther or not. I'm not sure if he's a flat earther. He's never said anything as far as the flat earth. I think he's only thing I've seen him say so far was to question the validity of the actual pictures. And before we go any further, let me get this last super chat. Oh wait, I think I have two of them. Oh no, okay, one. John Everyman, $2. You should call this Friday Night Flatardery. Yeah, we could do it. We could call it something. We could give the Friday night show a name. We have the Sunday Skeptic show. So we'll have to figure out a name that's right, or good for this. Sorry, good for this.
And I'd just like to point out that since I asked the question, he has not said a single thing in chat since.
No.
I'm just
I
calling
called
him
him
his
bitch
bullshit.
made, and he went, oh. No, I said to him, he's bitch made, and he went, oh, you're calling me names doesn't faze me. No, I'm not calling you names. I am stating a fact. You are bitch made. You won't answer a simple question put
Oh,
to you.
there he is. Oh, okay,
Oh, it
Les.
says,
Since,
okay,
oh,
I was mentioned. I had to clean my hands of finger paint and gullibility.
let me
So,
mention
yeah,
you again,
where's
Les
your
Moore.
fucking answer?
Hold on, Greg. The question was to you, Les Moore, was, are you willing to hold a conversation with Geistview to discuss the validity of his photographs? Simple yes or no will do.
I just want to know from the front of my telescope to the power cable that plugs into my camera, where is the fake part of it? Is he trying to tell me, or is he trying to say that the camera's been pre-programmed with this imagery already? Is he trying to say that the computer, when it gets the directions, that it somehow links up to the internet when it's not even hooked up to Wi-Fi, that it knows where everything is and it knows what imagery to put up on my screen? They go, oh, it's what my camera sees, but it can't tell me that it's somehow in the database somewhere in some image file that I somehow, as the owner of my computer and the owner of the program, can access to get this, supposedly imagery that's already somewhere on my computer. Because the imagery, the program that runs the camera, it's only a couple megabytes big. It's not like you're talking gigs worth of like PDF files, but JPEGs or RAWs or PNG files or GIFs. So I'd like to know how they were able to put all this stuff on my computer And for me not to even recognize when I take different days and use different filters that I'm getting different effects by changing things, because I can pull up different imagery I have of Andromeda Galaxy with different filters, and yeah, they're not always looking the same.
Anybody who makes that claim anyways obviously doesn't really understand much about computers. See, computers is my geeky background hobby, so I mean I get how filing works and all that stuff. So I mean, when Russian said something similar to me, I'm like, you fucking just no. It just doesn't work like that. It's just he did the same claim.
So guys,
I'm calling Les at this point just a troll, because he's not going to give an answer. He's going to act like he's not at the keyboard again because he doesn't want to actually give an answer. So he's absolutely not worth time.
Like I said, Les Moore,
He
we
didn't
would be more than
bullshit being
happy.
put out.
Well, I'd be more than happy to bring him and Guys Few on just to have a conversation where he could actually raise points and Guys Few can answer those points.
Here's the thing how that's going to go. No, but here's the thing how this is going to play out. He's basically going to say, if he ever talks to me, he's basically everything. It's all fake. It's all frauds. It's all blah 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 blah. But he's never going to back up his claims, and it's the one I am going to have to basically try and convince this clown of it's not fakes. This is how it's done. This is how you can do it yourself. But he gets revert back to no, it's just fakes and everything like that. He's not going to defend his own position because there's a difference between saying it's a fake and you're a liar. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot different from saying, well, I believe they're not really real photographs, because one's a claim and one's just a position. If you're making a claim of you are a liar, you are a fraud, that needs some backing up. And it's not going to be where I'm just going to defend myself and he has to defend nothing. So he needs to come with fucking some ammunition saying how they're fake and stuff like that. And yeah. And like I said, that $10,000 still for Scotty Storm, if you're still listening, clown, $10,000, I will go on stream live, and I will set up everything. Sorry. And you can, I'll hook everything up, run everything as normal. I'll put a towel over the front of the camera, over the front of the telescope. And if I get an imagery of the Orion Nebula, because that's where I'll be looking at, and all of a sudden it pops up on my screen, that means you have proved me right. Or sorry, you proved yourself right, and I am a fraud, I'm a liar. And if I don't get an imagery, that means somebody's bullshitting and somebody owes me $10,000. But the $10,000.
I keep posting.
But the $10,000
keeps turning it to.
But the $10,000 will be posted to a third-party account where Scotty Storm can't, or whoever else can't sit there and back out of it when they get proved wrong. Because I'm not wasting my time sitting out there at nighttime getting eaten by mosquitoes for some clown to basically just fucking disappear.
Just to point out, Skeptic, this is why the Mankini always comes after the dinger.
I know. That's what somebody else said, that this is my punishment for telling you guys, for telling everybody what comes second and not just allowing nature to take its place. The meat tube comes second, guys. It's not the damn Mankini. But okay,
and that's why you're cursed with the Mankini.
I press 1. I press enter.
Mankinis.
I get lots of Mankinis. But look, if I go to another, like a standalone page, and I press 1, hit enter.
Oh, so you're actually using the Streamline or the Stream Chat? Yeah, you never use that. It's bugged.
Yeah, no shit. 1.
And it thinks that the Mankini wins. So even YouTube saying Mankini comes after the dinger.
Always wins.
Okay.
See, Sticky Beaver, Mankini, everybody loves it. Okay,
so look, check it out. We're gonna start closing this down. We're gonna start closing this down. I'm having a great time doing this, everybody. I'd love to continue going, but let's save some stuff for Sunday. Me and Fight the Flat Earth had a conversation earlier where we kind of talked about how we're going to move or how we're going to do live streams moving forward, because we do a lot of live streams together. So, of course, we don't ever really plan against each other or anything like that, but we want it to be kind of predictable for you guys, so you know what, when to expect us and when to be, to tell the wife to just go to sleep, take a nap, take some Ambien. I'm watching Fight the Flat Earth and Team Skeptic for a few hours. So I think what we're going to do is I normally live stream on Friday and Sunday. And he's talking about live streaming Saturday and Monday. And Monday, as you know, is when we usually do our debate shows. And then that also still leaves us Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to get together the created content that all of you guys love to do. But I think that just looking back on everything and seeing, like, while I was so against live streaming before, I kind of understand why it's an important part of your growth now. I'm glad I didn't start out as a live streaming channel. I'm glad that, you know, there's a lot of people that do. Some are successful, some are not, but I'm glad I started out as a content creation channel, and I'm, you know, like kind of evolving into a live streaming channel, because I really didn't. I don't know. Live streaming to me, guys, I love it, but I don't see how you guys. I don't see how like the crowd stays interested in it for so long. But then when I watch Reds or you or anybody else that's doing long live streams, I'm there for 2-3 hours too. So that's why I was like, you know, maybe it's time that I just find a 50-50 balance of what I put into my channel. 50% of it being live stream and 50% of it being created content. So you guys will get a created content video from me every week. Probably on either Monday or Tuesday is what it's looking like. And then you'll get a live stream from me on Friday, which is this live stream, and then you'll get a live stream from me on Sunday. And I believe, and I don't want to speak for Fight the Flat Earth, but I think from what we were talking about, you'll be seeing a live stream from him on Saturday and a live stream from him on Monday, with the debates being on Monday. We're going to try to make the weekend weekend event for you guys. It should be all about having fun.
I'll try to get out my created content on either a Wednesday or a Thursday. I think between the two of us, we want to kind of give you guys something pretty much every day to enjoy. And we love doing this for you. Absolutely love doing it for you. And Team and I have been talking about how much we love doing this for you. And we're just going to keep doing it. If you guys have suggestions about things you'd like us to cover in our live streams, topics you don't want us to talk about, it doesn't always have to be just a debate or just talking bullshit. We can have particular topics that you guys want us to talk about, and we'll be more than happy to do that, right, team?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And hold on, I got a super chat I never addressed. I need to address it. 5 euros from Galby3000. Blowing off images as CGI is dumb because all modern photos from digital cameras are technically CGI, yet they don't claim family photos on a phone are fake. Great fucking point. Absolutely great point. Gravity Axe, 2 Aussie dollars, and I'll be late for all of them. That's awesome, Gravity. Everybody's late. Hey, YouTube is fucking me, guys. I know that. Like, I hate complaining and bitching about free shit. It doesn't cost me a dime to put a video out on the internet, right? It's absolutely free. It costs me time. That's what it costs me. But what I'm really having problems with is that YouTube is not pushing the content, okay? And it is because of Flat Earth, right? Because they don't want to push Flat Earth. They see me talking about Flat Earth. The algorithm isn't a person. The computer isn't a person. So it doesn't know how to delineate from somebody who's saying the flat earth is stupid and somebody who's just saying flat earth, flat earth, flat earth, flat earth. So YouTube is frustrating me. Let's just put it like that. Like my live stream today. Guess who didn't get notified about it? Me. I am the person who's live streaming. I should be notified that I'm live streaming. And I'm not... The other thing is I have my personal account that's subbed to me, so I should be receiving a notification on my phone for every time I live stream, and I have notifications turned on and everything. And in fact, the reason why today's show started when it did was so that I could give YouTube a 30-minute window to put a notification out for you guys. So I'm frustrated with YouTube right now, but at the same time, it's not about the money, guys. It's about entertaining you. All that rest of that shit will come in with the entertainment. So my goal is to just entertain you guys, to have a good time. I think a Friday show and a Sunday show is quite a bit, to be honest with you, especially when you add in the fact that we're having Fight the Flat Earth twice also. That's 4 live streams that I'm pretty much going to be taking part in, and 4 live streams for Fight the Flat Earth. That's quite a bit of exposure for the internet. So you guys should be able to find us on most nights. And then when you can't find us on a night, you can always go and check out our newest created content. Now, so what we're going to do, yes, I agree with you, Mr. Andrat. Notifications from YouTube are crap. Listen, guys, if you don't have, this is something not everybody knows. I'm going to tell you guys something because not everybody's going to stick around for 2.5 hours to get this information. So y'all are exclusively getting this information. And if you've stuck around for 2.5 hours at a later date to watch the whole thing, leave a comment and I'll send you a cookie, a virtual cookie. Okay, so YouTube's notifications, the way YouTube works is YouTube is convinced that you don't know what you want. Okay? So here's what you do. You click on me and you say, "Ah, this guy's fucking content's pretty funny. I want to subscribe so I can get the next video." So you click on the subscribe button. Then what does it ask you to do? Well, now you have to click on the bell button because YouTube wants to make sure that when you clicked on the subscribe button, what you meant was that you want to see new content from this person. Then YouTube thinks you're not smart enough to make all these decisions on your own without consulting your phone for advice. Like maybe you decided to subscribe and you decided to get notifications by clicking the bell, but you really didn't want that shit, right? Because you don't have notifications on your phone turned on, push notifications. So now you have to subscribe and then click the notification and then go to your phone and say, "Hey phone, guess what? I want to be notified by the channels that I subscribe to." I have the ability to look to see what percentage of my subscribers have that activated. All three? 5%. 5%. Let's see. How many people are in the chat right now? 360. That is 18 people. Okay? 18 people out there. Based on those numbers, I think, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's right. 18 people. Based on those numbers, 18 of all 360 of you have clicked subscribe, have clicked the notification bell, and have notifications turned on your phone. The redundancy with Gmail, Google, YouTube, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is ridiculous. Sorry, that's my rant. If you guys really want to stay updated and with all the content, by all means, click the notification bell, click subscribe, but please go to your phone and activate your phone to receive YouTube notifications. All right, that's my rant. Go ahead, Sean.
Since rant is over, I'm just going to point out that here's a soundbite for Anthony to capture. It's nice to know, Craig, that you look up to him so much you want to be him.
Oh, man. All right, let's see. Let me make sure that I didn't miss anything on my donation site. Give me 1 second.
James Collins says, "Is that your Halloween costume?" Yeah, I'm going as Riley for Halloween.
Hey, you know what? I plan on doing a Halloween thing on my channel, guys. Everybody that wants to
That sounds good.
Be dressed up, because we are going to be actually dressing up. Like it's going to be a Halloween show. Anyone that's not in costume will not be invited. Let's put it like that. Boom. Okay.
Seriously?
You're a walking costume, Sean.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, I thought you always wore a costume.
All right.
Speaking of, I got to see
Brady
pictures
Beaver
of that.
avatar have a cool costume?
I have to blind Craig now because it got brought up in an off-air conversation about my costume from 2 years ago.
Oh, what are you saying to me now, Sean?
Whenever
I get
a
message from Sean on Hangouts, I'm like, "Oh shit, what's this?"
Right.
We're gonna blind you. You'll never be able to unsee this.
Are you putting that up right now?
No, he will not be putting this.
I'll share it for you if you want me to, but
no, that's all right.
And yes, I'm angry typing again because I just sent a message out and it didn't fucking go out. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll just answer the message to the person individually then. Oh, and look at that. I think I see. No. Okay. Yeah, Jackalope Herdmaster. Oh my god. Jackalope Herdmaster. I remember where I saw that comment now, and I'm going to read it out loud because it was so awesome. Does anybody know what Kyle's cooking channel is? What the name of it?
Yeah, it's called Tastecraft.
Right.
Oh, fuck me.
Okay, so
And
look.
oh my god, has it got flamed?
But hold on, is it one word? Oh, this is probably
I'll send you
him
the
with
link.
164 subscribers and one video, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
You said
Oh,
taste
man.
crap?
I'm gonna have to find what his chat was. Oh, here it is, right here. Yes. Yes.
You did say it's
Jackalope.
You did say it's taste crap.
Yeah, Tastecraft.
You did say it's
All right.
Tastecraft, yeah.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
And
Let
the
me
website
bring-
is tastecrafttv.com.
Before we get out of here tonight, guys, I'm gonna bring up this one picture. Okay, where is that? I want to bring in this one picture real quick. How come it's? Oh.
Hey, was Bob the science guy kicked off because of me?
No.
Okay.
Bob's still here.
I think he left.
Yeah, Bob, no.
Just
Yes.
of his own accord.
Yes, they kicked me off. I'm not allowed to be here.
I'm about to say, hold
I
on,
said on
no,
my
Bob
phone.
is
Good
allowed
first,
to
Bob.
be here. No, okay, it's Bob. All right, hold on. I'm about to show y'all this picture right here. Oh, why is that one coming up? I don't need to show that. I was just trying to show your ugly face twice. Fight.
Oh, don't
All
scare
right.
the
That's why I got
people.
my phone wrapped in a towel.
All right, hold on.
Oh,
I'm
Sean,
close.
please let me share that.
No.
Oh my god, I want to share that so badly.
I was fairly impressed with you, Sean, to be honest with you.
Oh my god.
Okay, so here we go.
I mean,
So
I would.
Craig, answer this honestly. Does Skeptic want me to go in a Halloween costume?
I've already seen it.
Yes, 100%.
I have already seen it, okay? There's no putting words in my mouth. I've already seen it. All right. So, I want to read this one comment from Jackalope Herdmaster, who happens to be a channel member of mine, and an absolutely amazing person, apparently. Because here's his comment. Jackalope Herdmaster on Kyle Curtis's October 1st, Fork Yeah. Okay, dumbass name, but anyway, whatever. There's going to be a delay for the first video because Kyle needs to make a new one. Kyle's original video was how to brew beer, but no one liked the finished product because he removed the 5% that mattered.
Boom.
Done.
I must admit, I did spend a good hour going through all the comments on that channel last night. It was really quite funny. I think actually we might cover a few more of the comments.
Oh yeah, Sunday.
Tomorrow on my stream.
I meant to cover the comments from from one of the Texas Flat Earth Convention things. We'll go over that on Sunday. We'll do yours on Saturday. We'll do mine on Sunday. But we're gonna shut this down for tonight. I'm gonna let everybody walk themselves out. Flattened, are you still around? Going once.
Take that as a no.
Take that as a no.
Going twice and no. Houseoy's box isn't moving anymore, so I assume he left. Houseoy, are you there?
Yeah, he's.
No, he left to
He
go
said he
make
needed
food.
to leave
and
to make
go
some
to bed.
food.
Well, thank you very much, Houseoy, for joining. And as always, you know you have a forever invite. If you ever want to come on, you see us acting stupid, want to be part of the stupid, by all means, please reach out to me, let me know, and you're more than welcome to come on. Brainy Beaver, how you doing tonight, sir? Let's walk us out.
I am doing okay. Thank you for having me. As I said before, I'm usually trying to bribe my way onto your show, but not tonight. I was doing dishes, sir. But thank you for having me anyway. So I've had a little bit of family stuff going on the last couple of weeks, so I wanted to have a video out this week, but just you know how that goes. Fight's going to be working on his piece, right, Fight? For my video, I think, anyways. And I got
Yes,
Dead
that's tomorrow for
Kennedy,
you, bud.
Logical Troglodyte, It's all good, man. Creaky's going to be working on his piece in the next few days. I know he's very busy as well, and I think Radical was just getting to his as well. And I'm just doing a video. We're going to be talking a little bit about Flat Earth Martin and his clicking on some, or at least clicking on opening an email and sending them the wrong information. It's a bit of a PSA on not. So everybody's. I've had a few of the different people. Skeptic, you're welcome to get in if you want to. Send me a clip, or I was just looking for 30 seconds to a minute of people talking about their most memorable phishing email they've ever received. So I think it'll be fun anyway. But either way, that's what I'm going to be working on. And yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, and wait, I'm almost at 3,000. And if I get to 3,000, I've got a little bit of a surprise I'm working on. So let's just say that. That's all.
Nice.
All I'm leaving it at right now. So. Anyways, so yeah, thank you for having me. Sorry about that.
Oh no, yeah, you're welcome for coming on, Brainy. As you always know, you're always welcome to come on, and you have a good evening, everybody. If you haven't subscribed to Brainy Beaver, please subscribe to him. And Matthew Matthews at FDFE at Team Skeptic. I would tip, but I need food. Lol. Don't ever tip me if you need to eat. Okay, like that's just the bottom line.
No.
This is supposed to be something that if you have a little extra money and you want to throw a little bit my way for the entertainment that you got for the past hour or whatever the case may be, just do it then. But don't feel obligated because this is going to occur whether you guys tip or not. I love what I do. I'm going to do it. And I appreciate everyone that can even chip in 50 cents to me. That's amazing that you guys find me that entertaining, and I appreciate every little bit. All right, so let's see who's still left on the panel. Oh, Geistview. Do you have anything to say before we cut out?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for bringing me on this short notice. Everybody else, if you want some imagery, just hit me up on Twitter. Just give me some PMs, and PM me what you want me to send you. And I will go from there. If you guys go to my channel, it's not really for astrophotography. I do drone videos, stuff like that. Lately, I've been kind of that way where I really can't leave very far from my property because I'm on call with CAL FIRE for the fire season. So there really hasn't been much up here for weather-wise to get any kind of decent photography, except for some sunsets I did, but I'm kind of sitting on those. So if you guys go to my channel, you're really not going to find much in the way of astrophotography, like pretty much none. So it's pretty much going to be through Twitter. I think I'll probably start up a Twitter account just to put my astrophotography and stuff on. So if you want to get with me until then, just hit me up on Twitter, give me a PM, and I'll send you some stuff. But thanks for bringing me on this short notice, and I apologize if I came on and started stepping on whatever the previous conversation was. Because I really wasn't listening, and I was outside. So
No, that was perfectly fine.
okay. But thanks, and you're going to have to hang up for me or kick me off, whatever it is.
No, I got you. I got you guys. But I do want to say, man, thank you very much for coming on. And, man, great photography you're doing out there, man. That's fucking amazing, bro. Hey,
anything you want to send my way just for my personal enjoyment, feel free. I love the stuff you do.
On the back chats and stuff like that through Twitter, I've been kind of sending stuff to people. So Sean knows how we do it. I give stuff to Cheshire. I give stuff to the Wally's Underworld. I give the stuff to give it to Flat Earth, MC Tune. So, like I said, just give me people hit me up on Twitter, PM me, and I'll send you some stuff that you asked for. But don't expect the high resolution stuff until I figure out what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna start selling this stuff, or I'm gonna start looking for publications and books. But I'll send you what I give everybody else.
All right, and I wanted to address, I just tried to send a message to I keep wanting to say Weingar, but I know it's Weingar, right? Because he's the way it's pronounced. If you haven't worked on the Lena image for at least 200 hours, you can't claim CGI. Which I don't... So you know what he's talking about, right?
Yes. Like I said, everybody, this is literally when I sit there and I start this process, the camera runs for 800 seconds. It's open for 800 seconds. It's how long I gotta wait for this shit to happen. And then it takes another set for 800 seconds, and another set for 800 seconds. And the total could be 8,000 seconds worth of fucking open aperture. So, this stuff takes a while.
Oh gosh. Okay. Let me. I keep trying to type messages in the goddamn chat, and I keep forgetting, and I keep sending fucking mankinis out. Marcus Dresden says, "Team Skeptic, can I donate via PayPal?" Yes, you can. I appreciate the offer. The donation link for PayPal will be the Streamlabs link in the description. I'm not sure how you would send it to me any other way or donate it any other way. I'm not sure because I don't really PayPal that much. I just pretty much use money, real money, like credit cards and cash. But at the same time, I can, the link is in the description, just streamlabs.com/Team Skeptic, and that should give you a PayPal option if you want to. Weingar. Okay. Is it S Weingar? Weingar. Okay. I got you. Ha! I'm going to say it right next time. I promise. All right. Say vinegar. Vinegar. Oh, okay. Vinegar. S Vinegar. Now I got you. All right. Done and done. We'll do. And then let's see. There was somebody else. Jesus. I can't freaking remember what else I tried to say. Let me see if I can. Oh, and we have a new member right before the end. Naravar22G. He just wants to see. You know what he wants to see, guys. Better give it to him.
Mankini.
No, he wants to see.
Dingers. Get it right.
Dingers.
It's dingers, then mankinis.
Hold on, I haven't got to that point yet. No. Meat tube. All right. Chat. And everybody on the fucking panel, shut the fuck up. Chat. What comes after dingers? Go ahead. If you're a member, leave what comes after dingers. Put it in the chat.
Mankini.
Vinegar. S Vinegar. $2. Yes. Yeah. Vinegar with the win. Or Team Skeptic with the win. Oh, yes. Thank you, guys. All right. So I think that's where we're going to end it. Let's see if we have a few more people. Bob the Science Guy. Bob, man, before we go to you, you're getting pretty damn close to 20K, bro. Really fucking fast. Good shit. Good job, man.
I'm hoping Simon Dan says a kind word for me one of these days. But I've got a video coming out this week.
Certainly help me.
I'm doing a little arts and crafts. I'm doing a little science arts and crafts. I'm going to build this thing. So.
Oh, what is that?
Does it
I saw you waving
crayons?
that around. What is that?
That is a triple. You can do is you can get.
Nope.
Hold on. Re-say that because it cut out big time as you were talking.
That is a triple water level. And it can be used without having to hang it. It can be used without having to hang it. You can put it on a chair. You can put it. It's self-standing. You can use 2 levels. You can use 3 levels on it. And I built it tonight after designing it. And I'm gonna do a little show with this.
So
Can't wait for it, Bob.
I have a question to ask you then. If you were to take that 3-pronged water level onto a gravitron, okay? And we're going to say the gravitron spins around so that you and the water level are feeling 9.8 meters per second squared acceleration away from the center point, okay?
Yes.
And we're going to say you're holding it directly up and down. How will the water level itself out?
He's going to get wet.
According to its own natural level, because water is a sentient being and it knows what its own level is.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Great answer.
How will it go? Probably a 45-degree angle because you're going to get half sticking it down. Who's
Bob,
the damn
you're
science
fucking
guy
amazing. You're fucking
Who's
amazing,
the damn
bro.
science guy here, man?
You are.
But
You are, Bob.
Personally, I think it'll go wherever God wants it to.
All right.
So-
Well, everybody in the chat got it right. Meat tubes were second. Panel members. And what comes third, Bob? Let's see if he knows this one. What's third? If it goes ding, Mankini, or I'm sorry, Ding, and then Meat Tube. God damn it! I just gave the answer. away.
You got it wrong.
No, you got it right.
Yeah, no. Oh, no, I got it wrong, but I did answer the
No, you got
question
it right.
for Bob.
You said,
what comes
you said
after the
Mankini
Meat
second.
Tube, Bob? Who comes after the Meat Tube, Bob?
Oh, it booted him.
Oh, did it? Oh
Yep.
no! Oh, hey Bob, if you're out there listening, it's still open for you. See, even when somebody tries to tell the truth about what comes after the Meat Tube, everybody's saying Mankini. No, James Collins, no. It's the Meat Tube. All right.
YouTube only exists in your head, team.
And in my pants.
Well, here's what he needs to do. He needs to combine the Meat Tube and the Mankini. It might not be safe for YouTube if he does that, but at least I didn't get away with it.
Yeah.
All right. So I think Guys Few stepped out, so I'll close his call down. We'll give Bob a few more seconds to come back on here, but I'm not sure. Auntie Hervinsalo. I don't know that I've ever seen your name. Are you a new member recently, or did you change your name? You can leave it in the chat, and I'll try to get to it before we go. Let's see. We have... okay. That was on my... Let me pull that up real quick. I just had one of the Streamlabs donations come in. So when y'all hear Steve and Kyle arguing about the Streamlabs, that's what they're talking about. Is basically the PayPal donations that came in, not via Super Chat, because the Super Chats are a little bit different. YouTube takes 30% of the Super Chats. I believe that's right. 30% of the Super Chats, and then on top of that, you have to wait. You have to wait a long fucking time to get your money from YouTube. So, yes, we did. We'd had a donation come in. Let me pull that up, and I will read that off. From Marcus Dresden, yes! Let's see if this works.
What a
Well, guess
man.
what, Marcus? It worked. And because you wasted that message on seeing if it worked or not, why don't you type me a message, and I'll read that off as your super chat. Be sure to tag me, and we'll make that how we end the show tonight with Marcus Dresden's super chat. Sean Hufford, you're next. What do you got to say for us, sir?
Other than just the random news that's been going around for the last few days, I just got to say, we love you.
And yes, I didn't have Guys View as a moderator, but he is moderated now. Thank you, Guys View, for coming on tonight, man. I love that the fact that you have all those photos and that you're not NASA.
Yeah, man.
That's fucking amazing.
And thank you for the massive assist in my debate, like with those pictures.
Yeah. Galby3000 says, at Team Skeptic, your Mankini problem may be caused by a malicious script installed into your browser. I think this also happens to not Brainy Beaver, but Radical as well. So, all right. Sean said Baloo loves me, and that was great. Now we kick it over to Fight the Flat Earth.
Baloo's a bear, man. This is
Oh my
Baloo.
God. I'm a Texan. Baloo, that's the same. And
It's the same.
blue is the same goddamn word. The color, look, the color of Geistview's name, I sometimes say that blue. Oh, that's a nice blue car you got there. I'm just making shit up. All right, Fight the Flat Earth. I guess we're going to be seeing you tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow night we're going to be going over Anthony Riley's, going over my debate on Monday, where he tries to prove that time is not an independent variable, yet every citation ever says that time is always an independent variable. So yeah, let's have some fun laughing at this dumb motherfucker tomorrow, who is still my nomination for Dumb Fuck of the Year. And then Monday on my channel, which I'm really looking forward to, is GeoStriber versus JM Truth in a showdown for the century. That should be amazing. I know Geo's been raring to rip him apart.
Yeah, Geo.
Has he gotten back
Geo's
with you
very
yet about
smart.
his computer situation?
Yeah, he says he's all good. He's managed to get a Windows Surface Pro working, and he's also got a secondary machine up and running, so he says he can do it.
All right.
Oh wow, look at that. With Hervin Sato, I hope I'm saying that right. Bilou equals pussy in Finnish.
Well, he's got the voice of it.
Nice.
That's amazing. That's awesome. All right,
I don't know
guys.
if
So I
anyone
think
noticed my subtle product placement during this, by the way. Just
No, you
saying.
had Anthony's big ass head in the middle of the way.
Oh my god, I had a fucking question to ask the audience before I got off, and I don't think I remember what that question was.
Are you off?
You got off?
No,
During the
no,
stream?
we're not off yet.
So you haven't fucked up yet.
No, I fucked up because I can't remember the fucking question. All right, well, whatever, guys. We all love you guys, and oh wow, I get to practice and see if I'm fucking on point today. Ready? Are you guys ready? Everybody, look, you guys
Ready.
know we have 300. Hold on, we have 300 viewers here, not because they enjoy the show as much as we think they do, but because they want to see me fuck up the ending. So we're not going to fuck up the ending today, guys. We're actually going to do this right.
We'll see.
I'm tired of Sean talking over me, and I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out.